fast. So sit down right here for me if you would, please. So just so people understand, you know, what are we doing here in court today?
I'm going to pretrial for an obstruction charge because they arrested me illegally because I wouldn't sign a statement saying that my boyfriend had stolen my car the night before and ran from the cops. So they arrested me and stole my phone and stole my niece's phone, my niece's tablet for like a month and wouldn't give it back. So we're gonna see what happens today. And then he just leaves me.
Tell him you kept telling him you didn't want to tell them anything.
And so they also towed my vehicle. They towed my vehicle because I wouldn't let them search my car. And I have it all on video, them saying, well, we're just going to end up towing it and searching it anyways. And then he says, which I'm proudly going to do. The Lisbon police chief, Chief Abraham, and Lieutenant Dobb were the ones who pulled me over. And she's also the one that he went to see at the Lisbon police station the other day. And she was psycho rude and hid from him once she found out, once he called her out on being the one who arrested me. But they were both seriously aggressive and psycho. He is.
I'm gonna wait until he's back.
Okay.
I just shot because her attorney walked in.
My attorney's right there.
Where's he?
The big nose guy.
He just came in? Was that the guy right there? Did you say hi to him yet? Okay, where'd he go? Did he come in and say, is he going to come back in? Did he go in there? I want to talk to that attorney.
There's usually only one right there, but I've never been in this way.
Do you know where he went, that attorney just now?
I think he went this way.
I think she's going to come out and, okay. So let me I don't know what you said when I was gone. I went to go grab my microphone. But Christy was charged with obstruction. And the good news is that she has a video. She has a video. Because this video will clear her. The charge will be dropped. And if the charge is not dropped, then I'll file a lawsuit for malicious prosecution of Christy. That she was given an obstruction ticket and her car was impounded before James was murdered. And so this video shows that the cop said, and I'll post this online later, the cop said, I know it wasn't you. It was your husband. But they arrested her anyway. So. Hey, how you doing?
Good.
Hey, my name is Chille. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
I'm a friend of Christy's.
Oh.
Can we conference for a second?
On Alex?
What's that?
On Alex's case?
No, this is.
Oh, that's not the same one.
Okay.
Sorry. Nice to meet you, though. You look like a nice guy.
Well, I'd like to think so.
You.
Is that why he's going upstairs?
Oh, I thought you were her attorney. I'm so sorry, brother.
I'll be calling you. Did the probation officer meet with you?
Where's the prosecutor at?
Did she say something to you?
Let's get the prosecutor. See, because what we want to do is we want to talk to that prosecutor. That's what.
Do you want me to go to the you're supposed to go in? Because he went in there.
Oh, go see if they. Yeah, make sure.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Is this Vito?
Yeah.
Hi, how are you?
Hi,
Is
good.
Vito available for a pre-conference?
Okay, Vito is the elected prosecutor.
Oh, I see. So that
We
one
have
is
assist-
deputy. Okay.
Yeah, we have assistant prosecutors.
Do you have an assistant one? Maybe we could pre-trial.
Which judge?
Who's your judge?
I'm in courtroom A, so I don't know what judge
Okay,
that
that
is.
would be Judge Dickey. All right, we'll
The
let.
guy's name is Judge Dickey.
It's a female.
Just your name's Judge Dickey?
Yes.
That's got to be tough being a judge.
Caitlin Dickey is the judge. Danielle Manning is the prosecutor.
Danielle Manning.
Okay, Manning, and she is in the courtroom, I believe, or she may be meeting with another attorney right now. Do you have an attorney? You're the defendant?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have an attorney?
Yeah, he's here too.
Okay, all right. Well, he will be meeting with the prosecutor, okay?
Oh, I would like to speak to him too. I'm a friend of Christy's, and I'll be the one filing the malicious prosecution lawsuit.
Okay,
So-
well, you
so-
need to talk to her attorney.
Right,
and
right.
he'll speak for you.
No. He won't speak for me. I speak for
Well-
myself. The court is.
Okay, I'm not gonna
Yeah,
talk
yeah.
to you.
Gotcha.
Go ahead and have a seat.
Yeah, thanks for your sweetness. See, the court system believes that you don't have rights to speak or to be heard or to talk. That's what they do. She even tried to say that her attorney would speak for me. No, he won't.
He must be in there now. Please do.
Exactly.
Yeah, make sure you go grab him and tell him that I'd like to speak to him.
Okay.
Go make sure, because I can't go in the court. And see if you can grab Danielle. Her name is Danielle, remember her?
I met with her before when they tried to file those domestic violence charges on JJ,
Mm-hmm.
and I told her I don't want to file domestic violence charges or get a protection order, and she forced it anyways. And so I asked her, "What are we doing? Why am I?" She made me sign a paper. I was like, "Why am I signing this? What's it for?"
Don't sign anything.
She's like, "It's just for my records," and I was like, "Okay, but what's it for?" And she literally screamed at me. It was like, "I just said it's just for me to keep for my records."
And you say I'm not signing anything.
That's exactly what I said.
And you didn't sign it?
No.
Okay,
Because she was rude.
right. It's as though you don't get to be heard. You have to have this, he's not in there and she's not in there. Right, but that's right here?
No, he must be talking to the prosecutor in this room right here.
In here?
Right there, I think, or right there.
Oh, so is that your attorney?
No.
Oh, sorry, guys. I apologize. That's not it either.
Oh. Oh, I see.
Do you?
No, I only have an obstruction charge.
So you have an obstruction of justice charge, and how did you obstruct?
Because I guess I didn't write a statement saying that my husband ran from the cops the night before.
But when the cop pulled you over, it's on video. It's on this video clip right
He
here.
says he knows it wasn't me, and then they said, "I seen the guy that was in your vehicle this morning look like the same guy that ran from the cops the night before." So that's why I was like, "Are you guys following me? Because if so, your life can't be very exciting."
So this is the Lisbon police, and
Yeah.
this is in the Lisbon courthouse?
Yep.
Deputy
Okay.
Dobb.
What's that?
Lieutenant Dobb and
Lieutenant Dobb.
Lieutenant, oh,
And
the
the
same
chief.
one, Lieutenant Dobb, who pulled you over.
Yep.
That sweet person,
and the chief
and the chief.
Abraham.
We'll go talk to them today after this and ask them to leave you alone.
He's gonna come out. We'll get a job down for this.
That's what he's gonna do. That's
Exactly
what he
what
did
he's-
in Struthers. He
Yeah.
told her, if you don't take this plea deal, you're going to jail for 30 days.
Right.
And I said, don't do it.
Is that right?
And that's exactly what he's gonna do here too. You can sit down if you want.
And
You go ahead, hon.
I had
I'm
the
good.
same charges and my attorney got it dropped because I
Is
don't
that right?
want to accept anything
Right.
less. Trying to see what the other one is.
I think it's just for license plate or something. Maybe. Does it say?
So the entire criminal injustice industry is set up to get you to take a deal. And your job as an American is not to take a deal. You do not want to take a deal, because what that does is it gives you a criminal record.
That's what I said. The other charge is use of unauthorized plate.
Use of unauthorized plate, but you had nothing to do with the plate.
Nope.
It was James.
Yeah.
Okay. And they know that because they didn't chase, they said that they didn't chase you the night before, they chased James.
Right.
Is that correct?
Yep. No idea. That was from this year.
May 2nd.
I've never gotten pulled over on May 2nd. Oh.
See, and you know, there's a very famous quote that you get when you read the Bible. It's called the gnashing of teeth. Maybe you've heard that before, the gnashing of teeth. So that's what this is. A lot of these people in this building are just pure evil.
It says obstructing license plate. It says license plate obstructing. And why did they do in there? It says expired plates. They said I could come on in and I'll just sign in open my name.
So they charge you with the license plate and obstruction?
The license plate is, when she got pulled over by the other cops harassing her in Perry Township.
So is that this charge, or is it, so there's
No,
only
this
one
is-
charge here,
Yeah,
only
no,
obstruction?
There's two charges here. It's
Obstruction and using a fake plate.
Right, but you didn't.
right.
You don't put fake plates on and off your car.
No.
That's not your
Why
pro,
would she when she has a real one?
Right.
that's not your program.
Because at first she walked up and she said my plates were expired. I was like, no, they're not. Go look again because they're not. And then she looked again and then she said,
You guys gotta scoot up, come over here to this bench so I can talk to you.
so far.
Sit here. So now explain this to me so people understand what you're saying here.
She pulled me over. They pulled behind me when I was at Dollar General, and there's my attorney. Yeah, in a
Is
parking
that your
lot.
attorney there?
Yeah.
Is that your attorney right there?
Yeah.
Hey.
Right there.
Okay,
Hi.
so let's talk to him.
Okay.
Hey, how are you? Hey, my name is Chille. I'm gonna help Christy, and I'm gonna try to help you the best I can. What's your name, brother?
Brian Tereshotti's my name.
Hey, Brian. How are you? Good to meet you. She actually said that you were previously her public defender on a different case, and then she hired you for this case.
I was court appointed in Mahoning County. Public defenders, there are no public defenders in Mahoning County.
Here's the video
This is the video
that she took
Lisbon.
that shows that the cop says on video, "We know you didn't do this," and then they arrest her anyway for obstruction, and they arrest her for a plate, and everybody knows that James is the mechanic. He puts plates on and off cars, and they killed him. So today, what we were hoping we could do is get a continuance, because she hasn't had a right for an effective and meaningful defense to create for herself. She doesn't have any discovery from the body cams, and she hasn't questioned any witnesses, and her husband was just murdered. So we want to do a continuance. That's what we want to do today. And then after that, we'd like for you to ask the prosecutor to drop these charges, or we will file a wrongful prosecution lawsuit. I do this all over the country. I just want to help you, though, because he's the attorney on record, so I want to give him the respect, and this is what Christy wants to do as well. So we're just letting the attorney on record know exactly.
Let me go and talk to the prosecutors. I already talked to him and
What-
arranged probation.
Oh, he went and arranged probation for Christy.
Called it.
You went and arranged probation? Is that what you did?
I went in and talked to them. Apparently, the Lisbon police officer saw the plate, and then when they came back, they saw that there was a different plate on there.
Right.
Yeah, that's what they say. They
Is
also
there-
said
there's-
that her
there-
husband had a gun and he didn't.
Okay, well, that was in Struthers.
Right.
Murder.
Right, just
He
saying.
wasn't.
But hold on, I just want people to understand how this works at the criminal and justice industry. So you went there and made a deal for her
I talked to
go.
the prosecutor, and he offered to dismiss a case,
Dismiss it.
to plead to a case, a different case, there's
Okay.
2 counts.
Okay.
And to give her probation and community service.
Right, but she has 5 kids and her husband was just murdered, and we have a video that shows that she didn't do anything illegal. So, I mean, why would you take that deal? Why would you put her on probation on that?
I'll continue the case and I'll look at this.
Right.
Okay, thank you.
Could you ask the prosecutor to dismiss all charges? Because if they do continue, and I always do what I say, I will file a lawsuit against them for wrongful prosecution. According to the Clark versus Thompson ruling of 2022, if they prosecute her knowing that there's evidence that shows.
Well, we have to look at this first.
Right, but.
They
but
have it.
They have it. And so,
That's the reason they took her phone and my daughter's tablet.
and by the way,
leave.
please do me a favor, don't ever make a deal for her to go on probation, ever. She'll never agree to that, ever. Please don't
Okay,
ever do
good.
that.
All right.
Just want to make sure. So this is how it works. They all work together. They're all in on it together. You know, she didn't do anything wrong, but they want to give her probation.
How much did you pay him?
I forget. I think it was either 1,500 or 1,000.
Yeah, that's outrageous.
It makes me so mad. My hands are shaking. It's like, and just so you know, everybody in the community is now watching. Everybody in the community. There's tens of thousands of people watching this case. I just wanted the prosecutor to know that, so you can convey that, because you're the attorney on record, so I can't speak to that person, but you can. And that's a malicious prosecution, and I filed 3 lawsuits last month, and I'll sue them. I know you do. I'm just upset. I'm upset. I'm upset. I'm a little bit upset. Don't give them a hard time. You see what they do? Oh, your lawyer. Do you have a video? Do you have a video? Then you ask for a continuance. If it was me, I would ask for a continuance. I would ask for a continuance if it was my case. I can't tell you what to
That's
do.
why people take deals, because they threaten them with jail time. Because they don't think you're gonna stand up for yourself. That's why. Because I never have before.
It's been a whole year. It's the rest of your life you have the criminal charge. So
Right.
if I were you, I would demand a continuance to create an effective defense.
They try to act like they're pleading it down to something that's not that bad.
But it can still stop you from getting a job for the rest of
It
your
can stop you from carrying a gun. It can stop it. Then you're on.
Going into your kid's school if you have kids.
Then you're on a list of someone who already has a criminal record, and really it's just the cops saying that you were obstructing.
And they
It's-
always say that you don't have a case because it's your word against theirs, and they're always gonna pick the cop side. That's exactly what he told me in my last case. Well, it's your word against theirs, and no matter what, they're gonna believe.
Unless everybody's watching. I don't know what you did. I can't advise you legally. But unless it's on camera, I don't know anything. You
Right,
know, I
unless they have
can't,
proof of that.
unless it's on camera.
Did they have a picture of you driving?
I wouldn't say things like that out loud.
I would not.
I would never. If I didn't do it, that's the end.
I mean, he went in there, made a deal for you to go on probation.
Before I,
Before,
that she has 5 kids.
knowing she has 5 kids,
and community service.
and that her husband was just murdered by these
And
same
like I would never
group
have
of
time to do
pigs.
community service.
And then, how is she gonna do community service?
Can I bring my
When
kids with me?
Is she gonna bring the 5 children on the community service jobs that she has to do?
Right.
Probation, why does she need to be on probation? Why does she need to be monitored? For what? Is she a danger to society? Does she need to check in with a probation officer? We need to keep tabs on this woman with 5 kids. We need to make sure, put an ankle monitor on her. We need to know
Right.
what she's doing.
Right.
She's living her life. You're going to the grocery store, you need to check in.
Right. Exactly.
Check that baby formula for cocaine.
That's what I told them when they pulled me over.
That's right. Someone just said if they ask you anything, you just point at your chest, say, I'm hot, I'm hot, I'm
Right,
hot.
I'm hot, I can't
I'm hot. I got a camera here. I'm hot, I'm hot.
Yep.
I'm hot.
Because that's the thing now.
That gives you the right to remain silent.
Wait till I take the Ohio State Bar and I can actually go into this courtroom and deal with these thugs. And they're thick as thieves. They're thick as thieves. You see
Can't
them?
stand us. He can't stand us either because he's like, he gets paid
He
to do
kept telling
nothing.
her at the last court in Chille's, take this or you're going to jail for 30 days. And I said, no, you're not, Christy.
And you had-
he kept arguing with me and telling her,
He says, you're very smart, but you're in a losing battle. You'll never win against the system. You're smart, you know your shit, but you'll never win against the system. That's exactly what he told her.
Why would you never win against the system?
Because they're trained to take deals. That's it.
And the
They're not trained
judges,
to fight for your freedom or
right,
your
the judge is
innocence.
on against you, the prosecutor, your own lawyer's against you. He signed you up for probation already. Is that what do you want to go on probation?
No,
Is that what you want to do?
not at all. All that is just a way to keep somebody in the system. So
That's
that
right.
If they even
That's right.
get a traffic ticket, they end up on probation longer.
And then once you're on probation, they can go to your house anytime they want and search it for any reason they want. And then cops would never plant
could pull me out
drugs.
of the
They would
vehicle
never
anytime
plant
they
drugs.
want. Right.
Cops would never plant a gun or plant drugs on you. They would never do that to you, would
Not
they?
ever. They
Not
only
ever?
just did that to my husband, right? After
Right.
they murdered him.
Right, and we caught them planting the gun. So they're screwed. And so now they want to get Christy on probation, and that lawyer who she didn't talk to before court just made her a deal to go on probation.
right. And the same charge Christy got, I'm the one who questioned the police that made them mad and charged us with disorderly. And they charged her just for fun because she was there with me. She got found guilty in a fine in court costs, and mine was dropped. Because of him.
Okay, we have to wait for the case to come out, and then we'll get it reset.
Alrighty.
Did you inform the prosecutor that if they don't drop these charges, that we're gonna be filing a lawsuit against them? Did you let him know that? Because I do, that's
Did
what
you
I do.
ask for it to be dismissed or no?
Did you request it, the case be dismissed?
Well, there's a couple questions that I've been asked.
Well, bring him out here. Let's have the.
I told him that I was gonna look at the disk, the zip drive, and examine that maybe the Lisbon police said that, hey, we know you didn't do anything wrong. If they in fact said that,
They did.
okay, did you see that?
It's on, you can watch it, it's on there.
See, I haven't seen it.
Right.
So-
So you didn't get discovery either, so you couldn't have known. You didn't have the evidence either, so you wouldn't have known
So
this.
you were gonna make a plea deal without filing for discovery and going over discovery?
This is a pretrial.
Right, but a plea
Right,
deal
but
is
you
being
have
Why
made.
don't I
right
do
to
this? Why
discover.
don't I
Don't attack him. Let him.
Why don't I would just withdraw from the case, because this is.
Are you gonna refund her too?
It's gonna get, no, I've done work.
So you're not gonna, you're gonna withdraw? You're gonna quit, but you're not gonna refund her?
It's not a good policy, as a general rule, to tell a prosecutor that you're gonna sue them.
No, we will. That's what I do.
Before I even looked at the zip drive.
Well, I'm telling you,
You
me,
just gave it to
me,
me.
me to you, man to man, I'm telling you that on that, right
Okay,
there.
we're gonna look at
The
it.
cop says, I know it wasn't you, and he arrests her anyway. I'm telling you, so you can tell the prosecutor that, you don't have to be scared of him, he's not your daddy. You tell him, if you don't drop these charges, the man out there is gonna file a wrongful prosecution lawsuit. That's what I'll do.
Right.
And I'll
Well, why
follow
didn't
through
you
on
ask
that.
for it to be dismissed? Cause he's watched it.
No, he
Or,
hasn't.
oh, he hasn't, he wants to, convict her and he hasn't watched it?
Do we get the body cam footage yet?
Listen, they're willing to give her a plea to one case and
That I'm innocent of both.
She has done nothing wrong. So
Nothing
why
at
would
all.
she take a plea deal?
that's fine.
Why would she? I'm just curious, because people want to know, why would someone take a plea deal if they've done
Not
nothing wrong?
guilty.
I'm gonna set it for another pretrial, and we're gonna get to the bottom of it.
Okay, thanks.
And what do
Just
you
like
mean
your
you've done
mother,
work?
she did nothing wrong,
Yep.
and he convinced her to take a plea deal, or else she'd go to jail for 30 days.
Right, and what do you mean you're not gonna refund me because you've done work? He just said he never watched the videos, he
Right,
never
what work
did the
have you-
discovery. You
I
showed up
mean-
here, you
$1,500
showed up
worth of
here.
work? Right.
I think it's a good idea that he does withdraw, and I think that we'll ask for a refund, and if he doesn't give us a full refund, then we will file a complaint with the bar.
He-
Right.
And if he
You should
wants
ask him
if
what
he
work
wants a
he's
bar
done.
complaint, he's more than willing to get one.
Because obviously he's not willing to put in work for the money.
Are you the prosecutor, sir? You got a second? You got a second to talk to the person you're charging? How you doing, sir? My name's ChilleDeCastro.
Oh, good.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to
You're
meet
the
you.
prosecutor? What's your name, sir?
I'm Sean O'Brien.
Hi, Sean. You kind of pushed me a little bit. I don't know why you pushed me.
I didn't
So-
touch
so
you.
I just-
I'm in the middle of something.
Right, but I'm too. I'm here with Christy Rohn. I want to explain something. So my name's Chille. What I do is I travel the country and I
Okay.
help people who get wrongfully prosecuted
Okay.
through malicious prosecution through Thompson and Clark 2022.
Okay.
So what I'm going to tell you right now is we just gave the attorney a video drive that shows that the cop said, I know you didn't do anything wrong, and then he arrests her anyway. So what we're requesting is you drop these charges, and if you guys continue, then what I'll do is I'll file a lawsuit against you guys.
Okay, that
Just-
sounds good.
Just to let you know.
All right, thank you.
I just want to let you know.
Thank you.
Sure. You can look me up. I'm not kidding. That's what I'll do.
Oh, well.
Okay, just want to let you know. He's a coward. He's a coward and he's a weakling. The man is a total wussy. And by the way, I do think it's a good idea that you withdraw as soon as you get that disfiled, because, and then we do want a full refund. And if we don't get the full refund,
I'm going to file all discovery motions. I'm going to get all discovery. This is just a pretrial. This is not a trial. I'm
Okay.
going to file all the
well, you
discovery.
made a deal. That was what made me mad.
All the discovery motions. All I did was get an offer for the client. It wasn't a deal.
Okay.
No one signed it. It wasn't a deal.
Okay, no deal's been made.
No deal's been made.
Okay.
I was here on behalf of her. That was the offer. I offered it to her. You have chosen to.
I didn't choose it, she chose it.
She chose not to accept it, which is fine. I'm going to file my discovery motions before the second pretrial, and I will review the disc you gave me
Okay. Okay.
that the prosecutor didn't even give me, so.
If you just watch the body
Can
cam
you still
footage.
file for dismissal
Yeah,
though?
yeah,
Because that's
that-
what she wants.
Yeah, we're gonna file, I told him just straight up what we
Yes.
want.
If it's on the disc, then I can file a motion to dismiss.
You
Okay.
can file a motion for dismiss for
No,
any reason.
take it easy, honey. She's a pit bull bigger sister. She's just trying to protect her. From what I've been told is that they pled guilty to disorderly conduct in
And
the
if they
last
don't
one.
have any
And they're,
evidence against
you know,
me
so
right now, they
she's
don't have-
just so upset about
If
it.
they don't have proof that I have 2 different license plates on my vehicle, that should be dismissed no matter what. And if they don't have proof that I obstructed something, that should be dismissed right now. It's
Right, 'cause
pre-trial.
that's
They
the
should
Fifth
have all that
Amendment right.
evidence already. They should
After
have,
advising her in Struthers of her rights, she decided to enter a plea. That was her decision, not mine.
Right, because you threatened her with 30 days in jail if she didn't take the plea
I
deal.
don't threaten people.
You
She said that,
specifically
you said,
threatened
you
her.
said that she would get 30 days in jail.
You said if she didn't
if
take
she
this
didn't
plea
take the
deal,
she
she
would
would
go to
get
jail.
30
No, I
days in
didn't.
jail.
I said she's charged with something where she could get 30 days in jail. The possible penalty is 30 days. And that if she takes the deal, there would be no jail time guaranteed because it's a minor misdemeanor and it would not constitute a record. That's what I said, and I don't appreciate words being put in my mouth. I'm
I was
very
there.
clear.
I'm giving you a chance to speak. I'm not interrupting you.
very clear.
I'm not even interrupting
Christy
you.
Rohn-
You get a free, you get a
Christy Rohn decided to take a minor misdemeanor. It was a good deal, and I would take it again.
You wouldn't fight it?
And you said that I would go to jail
I
because
didn't
I
say
wasn't
what
gonna
you would
take
do.
it,
I don't
so-
represent you.
Right.
I
But
don't
you told
represent
You get a
her
chance
if
to
she
be
didn't
heard,
take
sir.
it, she
I'm
was
not-
going
I'm
to
not
jail,
cut-
I did-
for sure.
I did
Hold
the
on,
best job I
Roxanne,
could.
Roxanne, let him be heard.
But she was like
Don't
this
inter-
in
I'm sorry,
Struthers,
Rochelle.
too.
Let him be heard.
Listen,
He deserves to be
She was
heard.
interrupting me in Struthers. She was acting defiant like she is today in Struthers as well. I talked to Christy. She chose to take the minor misdemeanor.
Gotcha.
And so we got the minor misdemeanor.
Gotcha.
What she got is not my affair. I don't represent her. I
Gotcha.
didn't represent her. I did the best job I could for Christy, and I will continue to do the best job I can
God bless you.
for Christy.
God bless
Thank
you. You're welcome.
My attorney filed for dismissal.
I like the passion. Thank you. I like to see this guy. I like to see this guy. I appreciate the passion this man just displayed.
Passion because he was being proven to be wrong on video. Because he told her, you take this plea deal or you go to jail for 30 days. And then he told me, and her, when she goes to court and she doesn't take the plea deal, she's gonna go to jail for 30 days. And here I am with a not guilty and Christy with a guilty.
actually be charged with it. I am
And I'm the one who did the questioning of the officers that made them mad enough to charge us. Christy just drove by. She didn't, literally did nothing.
So you're the fireball then?
Yeah. I'm the one willing to question the police and not put up with anything that I know is wrong.
Yeah, it is wrong. It is wrong.
And the whole time we were in Struthers, I kept telling her, don't do it, don't do it. And he had her convinced so much that if she didn't take it, he was gonna send her to jail for 30 days.
Hold on. Now let's see what Christy says. Is that true, Christy? Did he tell you that if you didn't take a plea deal, that you would go to jail for 30 days for disorderly conduct?
Yep. 100%.
And why do we need to put a mother of 5 children in jail? For what? Are you
Wait.
violent? Have you been beating your children?
Nope.
Had you assaulted the neighbor?
Nope.
Did you point a gun at somebody?
Nope.
Okay.
I did not act disorderly whatsoever.
Okay.
She drove by.
I
in
drove
her
by
car the
while
police
she
were
was
questioning.
asking them to write the law down on paper. They told her not to be back on this road or in the city of Struthers. And so she said, can you please write that down on paper for me? Because I don't think that's a law. Or she said, so she knows which law she's violating. And so they said, that's it, you're getting written up for you're
Getting arrested.
You're getting arrested for disorderly conduct. And at that same time, I was driving by to make sure that they weren't beating her, pretty much, beating her, trying to kill her. And so they pulled me over too, and they said, pull her over and give her disorderly conduct.
For driving by?
Yep,
And your lawyer didn't want to fight that?
Right.
nope,
And that's why I'm so mad at this man.
Did you order the dash cam like I sent you? Did you get the dash?
Yeah,
You
yeah.
ordered it? Okay, so she has a dash cam on the way.
Yep.
So she's gonna have a dash cam. We need to get one in her car as well. You can't drive around without a dash cam, or these piece of shit pigs will ruin your life.
We have that entire incident on video.
You have the whole incident on video?
in Struthers, yep.
Yeah.
In Struthers? Then you know what we can do? We can file a complaint against the bar that he forced you to take this deal, and then we can reopen that case. Because you shouldn't have anything on your record if that attorney told you you will take this deal, they'll put you in jail for 30 days. That's a quid pro quo, and that's not right. That's unethical, and he violated his oath to the bar. Is it oath to the bar or oath to the, I don't know, do they take a oath to the Constitution? I think they do. I think as an officer of the court, they take an oath that they'll uphold justice.
Right, and that took what, $250 of her money? That
$250 bucks.
Was it
Right.
it was two something?
Yeah, something like that. 298 maybe, 250.
You had your probation deal all set up before we got here, huh?
I guess.
You were ready to go on probation?
No.
Pay your monthly probation fees
Right,
for 2 years, 3
right.
years?
How many years they decide to
Right, and
monitor my
then
life?
you can be subjected
monitoring
to
my life.
absolutely anything. They can search your car, they can search your house, they can pull you over whenever they want on site, they can do anything they want to.
Literally,
Right.
they see you and they can do whatever they want to you.
Right,
because
upon
you
site,
sign that
upon
permission
site.
When you sign up for probation.
Right,
Upon-
you're giving away your rights, literally.
Immediately, that's right. That's right.
And that's why everybody in the, 90% of people in the country take
You know,
pills.
we have to decide where we want to spend our time. You know, we could undo that guilty plea against you. It'll just take a long time. So let's just see what it is. Let's see what it is. I mean, he was gonna get you probation for this one.
Yeah.
But how even talking?
$250 fine on the last one, probation for this one.
Right,
The cops just said you were bad, so you're bad.
right.
Obstruction, disorderly conduct, it's all subjective. It's all subjective to what the cop says. The cop says you were disorderly, and so now you just have to plead out, or you go to jail
Yeah,
for
they could say I'm a murderer.
Oh, they did that with James. They said
Yeah.
he was an active shooter.
Lisbon police said that he was under, yeah, and they also told my sister he was under investigation for murder.
Oh, they did?
Yeah,
He was under.
and so that was
Never
like,
been any,
Who's the murder? Who got murdered?
no idea.
The Lisbon police said that James was under investigation for murder.
when they were trying to convince me to let them search my daughter's tablet without a warrant.
You gotta sit over here. I can't. I keep saying this.
So whenever she got pulled over and my daughter was with her, they took my daughter's tablet. When I went to go pick my daughter up at the police station and her tablet, they tried to convince me to give them permission to search her tablet. And one of the things they tried to sway me with was saying that James was under investigation for murder.
Who was the murder victim?
They didn't say.
But James was under investigation for murder.
And
then,
they said it was out of Youngstown, which how would they even know?
well, then the Youngstown cops showed up and helped cover the gun plant and helped make sure that I'm hot.
Right.
So Youngstown gave us the body cam, but they were complicit in James's murder.
Right?
Right.
Right. Okay. Now you guys know the score here in another small town in Ohio. It's a railroad system. Once the cop says you're bad, disorderly conduct or obstruction, whatever the cop says, your lawyer will walk you into your probation or your fine or your community service. That's what happens in every town in America.
And it's a
I
never-ending
guarantee you, those folks down there, they're dealing with the same kind of garbage and justice.
cycle. Yep. It's just never ending. They put you in a system and you never get out of it because of that.
Right, you get a, what's it called? A fine, and then, you miss a payment, and then you have a warrant, and then you
Right.
get a fine for that warrant.
Right.
And over for years
And they
years.
suspend your driver's license.
Right.
And then you go to jail.
Then you
Never
can't
ending.
drive to work
Then
anymore.
you go to jail. It's the same
Then
in
you have
every
no
small
choice.
town. It's the same everywhere.
Never ending.
Everywhere you go, it's the same. So did the prosecutor agree to drop the charges?
I haven't asked them yet, I have to review the discovery so I can,
And did we filed for the discovery from them as well?
I'm going to file for the discovery. I'm gonna give you your court notice, Christy. There it is, you come back in July 21st for another pre-trial. Okay.
And then you're gonna file for discovery? You're not gonna recuse yourself?
Have that discovery filed.
Okay, thank
Yeah,
you.
Thanks.
Yes.
So then what's your next court date, Christy?
July 21st.
July 21st. So we'll see you guys back here July 21st. I'll be contacting the prosecutor's office and telling them that if they don't drop the charges in writing, that I'll file a lawsuit against them. It's just that simple. It's just that simple.
This only charge on here is just unauthorized use of a plate.
Where's-
Use of unauthorized plate.
Where's the,
Obstruction
go
charge.
grab him and ask him where the obstruction charge is. Did they drop the obstruction charge?
You have to run.
Gotta hustle. There's only one on there. There's only one charge on there.
Right.
That's for both,
That's a court date notice for both, yes.
for both, okay. Thanks.
Right.
Okay.
Thank you.
listen, if you feel like you've been misrepresented, man, I want to give you a chance to be represented. I don't ever cut anybody off. I'm a journalist. I have, hundreds of videos. I don't want anybody to think that you did anything unethical or wrong. I want you to have a fair chance to.
No, I'm fine.
Well, I just want to make sure. Earlier she cut you off, and I told her to please stop talking and let you speak. So I didn't want to misrepresent you in any way. You're a human being. You deserve to be heard. So here's the other one for the obstruction. So we just got the one, but there was two.
There are two, they're both set the same day.
Okay. I mean, there's thousands of people that watch this, so I just want to give you that chance because you are an attorney. Your reputation really matters.
Doing everything I can to help my client.
Okay.
I always do.
Okay.
I always will.
He always does. Okay, good. Appreciate you, sir. So we're here at the criminal injustice industry where all they do is make deals to put you in jail. It's pretty consistent. So there was two.
Okay.
Here's the other piece of paper.
I figured.
Now, you only needed one, but then you would be under the idea that you only had one charge,
Right.
and you have two.
Okay.
So when she just got one piece of paper, she only got one, and it's just a clerical thing, but you have to have both so you know what charges you're facing.
Yeah, this one's an M2 and the other one's an M4.
Right. But it doesn't matter on your record. An F1 and F5 is the same, you're still a felon.
Right.
Right.
Exactly.
The person hiring you doesn't look at misdemeanor 1, misdemeanor 2, they just see you have a criminal record.
Yep.
Right.
Exactly.
Doesn't matter what it is. Domestic violence, assault, obstruction, it's all the same.
Yep.
Right.
So we don't have to go in front of the judge or nothing.
Nope.
You don't get to.
I mean, now that the prosecutor has the video that shows that the cop literally said, I know you didn't do anything wrong, and then arrested you anyway, if you continue forward, prosecutor, I will sue your ass. I will sue your ass. I would love to.
They also said it multiple times when we got to the police station. They had me cuffed to the bench in the interrogation room. And
They had you cuffed to a bench?
Yeah. Yeah. And then they left me in there for like 2 hours.
Cuffed to a bench? How'd that feel on your wrist? Was that lovely?
No, not at all. It hurt. And he told me if I don't sign a paper, letting him go through my phone, that they'll just get a warrant to do it anyways. And they were gonna do it no matter what. I did sign the paper,
Never
which I
sign.
shouldn't have.
Never sign.
I know.
Never give them your
So
rights.
they still kept my phone for like a month after that.
Right,
And they kept her daughter's tablet for just as long when she didn't sign the paper.
right.
So
Right.
I asked them, I agreed, and he also said, when I get out tomorrow, when I go and get bonded out tomorrow, I could go get my car, he'll release it, and my phone. And then when I got out of jail, it was still a month later that I couldn't get my phone.
What'd it cost you to get your car out?
To $300.
So we're gonna put on there for them to dismiss the charges that we want to be reimbursed for the cost of, did you have to pay a bond as well?
Yeah.
How much was your bond?
We use a bondsman, so it was $750.
So $750 for your bond and then $250 for your car?
Yep.
So you're $1,000 out, and he says on camera, I know you didn't do anything
Right.
wrong.
Yep.
Okay. So the prosecutors, I just want to make sure, but the prosecutor, and it's on camera, I'll release that video today. The prosecutor tells her he knows she didn't do anything wrong. Then he arrests you, correct?
Yep.
And then he charges you, correct?
Yep.
And then he impounds your vehicle and you have to get it out of impound, correct?
Yeah. And it was
Okay.
in some shit. It was in some weird garage in the middle of nowhere.
So let me just advise the Lisbon prosecutors who are certainly going to watch this. We want that money back. But it's that simple. It's that simple. Because I'm already going to sue for a wrongful death lawsuit. So I'll just keep on going right down the line. She needs her money back.
Right, she's a mom of 5 kids.
And they cuffed her like she was the devil.
Right. And the cop that was taking me to the jail slammed her brakes on purpose and made my face smash against the glass.
You know what's funny? I've heard this story before. So what did the cop do? You were in handcuffs and you were in the back seat?
Yeah, so I couldn't put my
Handcuffed
hands up.
behind her back.
Yeah. And
Really?
she slammed the brakes and acted like there was a groundhog. She's like, I'm sorry, I just can't hit animals. So I was like, but you can arrest a single mom of 5 kids.
But
That's what I said.
didn't she put you in a seatbelt though?
No.
Oh, so really? That's against their policy. And there's a
Right.
camera in the back of that car.
Right.
So we're gonna file for that. We want that camera.
Right, that was Lieutenant Dobbs.
Lieutenant Dobb, she's a lieutenant.
Right.
Lieutenant. They just give themselves these titles, these military titles, and all they do is go to a 2-week academy. They're literally pigs and the worst of our entire society, and now they're lieutenant.
Right.
Salute, Lieutenant, right? Is that right?
Yeah.
She slammed on the brakes and your face hit the ground, is that right?
Hit the glass, yep.
Wow. Wow. No seatbelt
No seatbelt.
and handcuffed behind your back?
Yeah.
So you're defenseless?
Right.
And since they murdered your husband, who would take care of your 5 children if they had broken your neck?
Nobody.
Right.
But I mean, they would have to go, maybe get split up to go to my family members. They've never been split up before, ever.
Right. Well, there's no need to split up children. There's a
Right.
perfectly capable mother here.
Right.
Right, and when she was in jail and I took her 5 kids, they all had to miss school and everything.
Oh, really? How long were you in jail for the obstruction charge?
2 days or
2
She
days?
went like the morning of one day and then she got out the late afternoon of the next day.
so, like 30 hours-ish.
Yeah.
I mean, we have a lawsuit here. We have a Fourth Amendment violation here. And then, you know,
And 5th, because she is literally in trouble because she didn't want to incriminate herself or her spouse. That's what this is all over,
Right.
which is protected under our 5th Amendment.
it's all over the country. It's everywhere. It's
And
happening.
that's what I asked them when they pulled me over. Do you have proof that it was my vehicle even? There's 4 black Tahoes in the same block of where I live. And so they was like, yep, it was this one. My officer's seen the license plate. I said, is there proof of that? There's no proof of it. There's no video footage that it was my license plate. There's no video proof that it was my car at all.
Or else they wouldn't have needed to try to
Get
take
me to say
evidence
that.
off our phones and my daughter's phone and stuff.
Right.
And then did they find any evidence that tied you to any crime
We don't know, they
whatsoever?
haven't released it yet.
Yeah, not that I
We
know
don't
of.
have discovery.
Right. But I know that they didn't find anything.
It sounds bad. It sounds like you were maliciously prosecuted. It
Right.
sounds like you were maliciously arrested.
Right.
It sounds like you were unjustly put in torture cuffs. It sounds bad.
Yeah.
This all sounds very, very bad. Do you guys think this is bad? Yes or no? You think this is good or this is bad? Is this good or is this bad? You guys just type right down here. Breaking the Flaw. He's the one that sent me your information.
Joa.
Breaking the Flaw is so good or bad? Is this good or is this bad? Good or bad? Bad. Good or bad? Is it good that she's being prosecuted or is it bad? Okay. Okay. Okay, let's go get a coffee. Let me throw on my sweatshirt here.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Have a good day.
You guys have a great afternoon. Hope you're safe, okay? God bless.
They weren't here this time, those 2 cops.
I know. They were last time. They were probably scared. 'Cause
The
Chille
camera.
went in there.
Yeah, they literally were parked right here last time. They were waiting to arrest me.
Who was waiting to arrest you?
The police chief and Lieutenant Dobb that arrested me originally.
Let's
they were here.
they said we could file a complaint today, so let's head on over there.
Okay.
And that's the Lisbon police? Okay, so I'm gonna head on over there. Let's go over there and file that complaint.
Christy, what cops were sitting in the parking lot? Was it the sheriff?
She said it could have been Center Township.
Okay.
It's been Lisbon. Every time. She said, well, maybe it was Center Township since it wasn't Lisbon, which it was Lisbon.
So we're gonna file a
'Cause
complaint.
the sheriffs are fine around here. The sheriffs that
You're not gonna get me to agree with you, but
Right.
I'll follow you. I'm
the
gonna.
sheriff actually came and knocked on my door just to apologize for him hearing about JJ getting murdered. He's the one that arrested JJ when they made up all those charges, and then he came to my door and said he was sorry about them. Sorry he heard about it on the news, and that he was actually a good guy. When he got to talk to him, when he arrested him, when he calmed down, he said, I actually got to talk to him and he was a decent guy. I'm sorry that happened.
Okay. Okay. I'm sorry that happened too.
Right.
Let's go over to the Lisbon Police Department and file the complaint against the same guy that arrested you.
Okay.
Okay, with the chief, the one who arrested you for no reason. You have to follow all administrative options. You have to trail down every administrator procedure. You have to track down. You can't leave anything unturned. So let me turn my map on here real fast. so I can map this. Hang on 1 second, I'll be right back. So we're gonna head over to the Lisbon Police Department to file a complaint. So 1 second, guys, you guys are gonna hear some What's that?
My daughter and her son have an eye doctor appointment, and my daughter's at home watching the baby. So I have to.
Well, you and I can go. You and I can go for 30 minutes. We got to get it done.
Okay.
Get it done while I'm here, because I got to go back to Ironton.
Okay.
So
He said that me and him could go. I could grab the baby. You want to take the baby? I know, he's a demon. Yeah, Jesse's home.
we just need 30 minutes.
Just leave the baby with him. He'll be fine. He'll scream, but he'll be fine. We're only going to be like 20, 30 minutes, he said. Okay. Want to hit up Duncan first?
Do you need a coffee?
Yes.
I'm going to follow you, okay?
Okay.
And you know how to get to the Lisbon Police Department?
Yeah.
I'm going to follow you.
Okay.
It's pretty sad. Boy, you guys see that lawyer get his dander up? He was ready to go in and make a deal for probation. He was going to make a deal for probation for Christy. Just probation, that's all. And then a little community service. That's all. That's all. That's all she wants. She just wants to do probation. She wants to be on probation. The lawyer goes in and sits down with the prosecutor and says, let's just give her probation on one and drop the other charge. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you so much for giving me probation and giving me community service. Thank you so much. That's why I hired you. I hired you so that I could be on a probationary period, so that I could be monitored by the state. That's what I did. That's what I did. Yeah, because that's what we want to do. We want to give more power to the state. We want to give more power to the states, what we want to do. That's what we want to do. And so, does that make any sense to you? Does that make any sense to you? I mean, I don't know why the lawyer would say, well, we got an offer for probation. For what? For what? Did you look at the body cam footage yet before you take an offer? Did you say to the prosecutor, before you give me an offer, show me the probable cause you have. Let me see the evidence. Show me the actual illegality that she did. Just let me know. Go ahead. Just type it down here what she did. List her crimes. It's upsetting to say the least. It's upsetting to say the least. Yeah, that's right. That's right. They make a deal for your life. They make a deal for your life. That's what they do. And you know, Christy's out of sorts. You know, she's got to do her thing, and this is what she's doing. And what are you doing? What are you doing? What are we doing here? Hold on, I gotta grab this number out of my phone real quick. This will just take me 1 second. Hold on real fast. I'll be gone for like 10 seconds here. I'll be gone for like 10 seconds. Give me 1 second here real fast. Oh, that's why it's not working. Ah, sucker. Opa. I mean, it's extraordinarily real that. Okay, dude, I get that you drive slow, but come on, like, come on, dude, just drive.
How can I help you?
Can I get a triple espresso, please?
Okay.
That's it for me. Triple espresso, as long as you can make them. Make it a quad if you have to.
I can make it a triple sweet 329.
There you go.
All right, come on down.
Thanks a lot. Got to be the second window here.
Good morning.
Hi, how you doing this morning? Here you go.
329.
Thanks a lot. Thank you. Yeah, I live on coffee, brother. I live on it. I don't eat food all day, so I just get to the coffee.
Here's that change for you.
Thanks. Here,
Have a great day.
here, that's for you.
Oh, thank you.
And there you go.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you, honey. Appreciate you. Goes around, comes around. Okay, so let me map this real quick. I gotta grab Christy's number out of my other phone here, so I'm just gonna pull off to the side here for 1 second. We're heading over to the Lisbon Police Department to file a complaint with. We're heading over to the Lisbon Police Department. We're gonna be there in about 5 minutes here. Give me 1 second. I've got to put Christy's number in my other phone so I can call from this other phone. So it'll be 15 seconds. Let me jump. I'll be right back, guys. If that. It'll be black for a second. I'll be right back.
Accept calls at this time. We're sorry for any inconvenience this may cause.
Okay, 1 second. Let me text her over so that she knows I'm just gonna head over to the Lisbon Police Department is what I'm gonna do. Let me just let her know. Okay, so we're gonna head over. I thought the lawyer did okay. He stood up for himself. I appreciate that. I don't want anybody to get a bad reputation. You know, I don't want that. And if he was doing his job and doing the best he could, it's only a mile away. So
Head southeast on Ohio 45 South toward Alice Avenue.
yeah, okay. So I got that. And you guys, everybody knows where I'm going anyway. I'm going to the Lisbon Police Department, so it's not like it's a great big secret here. You guys can just hear it. I typically will put it through my headphones, but since everybody already knows where I'm going, there's no point. But before we do that, let's get a little sip of coffee in us, huh? Let's get a little sip of coffee in us. Okay. So let's go over there and file a complaint for a malicious prosecution, and let them know that we'll sue them. It's that simple. That's what we do, and that's what I'm going to continue to do, and I'm not going to stop doing what I do. This is what I do. This is my purpose in life, and so this is what I was called to do, and so this is what I will do with my time. I will spend my time doing this. You guys excited to meet Bobby Law? Oh, I didn't tell you that, did I? Bobby Law is going to start his own channel. We're going to start a Bobby Law channel.
Continue on Ohio 45 South for 3/4 of a mile.
So Bobby Law is going to have his own channel pretty soon, and you guys will get to meet Bobby Law, my partner, who is a mensch of a human being. You have no idea. He cares as deeply as I do about justice. He works for pennies. You know, I call myself a constitutional law scholar. Sitting next to Bobby, I should wear a dunce cap. So, you know, it is what it is. He's just got 25 years on me. He's got 15. I just give him a hard time. Because as you get older as a man, you hate getting older. It's the worst. Because you're not as physical. You can't be as physically dominant as you once were. Just letting you know, Bobby. You know, but it's just hard getting older. You don't like it. No one. I mean, some people are like, oh, I'm fine with it. I hate it. I hate every second of it. I hate every second of it. And if I don't find my Francis Fulton here pretty soon, I'm not going to find one. So I need to find my Francis Fulton. That's what I need to do. Okay, we got a green light. You know, Christy's got to have that dash cam rolling at all times. You got to have your dash cam. You hear mine, when it makes that sound, what it's doing is deleting old footage and making space for new footage. So that's what that sound is you hear on my dash cam.
800 feet, your destination will be on the right.
Okay. So we're just going here to file a complaint for a malicious prosecution. And they'll give them a chance to retract their ticket and their accusation, because if they continue forward with this, well, then they're going to get sued. It's just that simple. They're going to get sued. I mean,
Your destination is on the right.
it's just that way. Because these people are, you know, remember, you're talking about scum. You know, you're talking about the scummiest of scummy people who they are parasites on our communities. They've created this system that, you know, if you're not in the club, well, then you're outside the club. And so, you know, I mean, I guess you guys are seeing it. We're documenting it as we go. Sorry about that. Let's tell Christy where we are here. Okie dokie. Let me just put on my sweatshirt because it is raining. Real quick here. And did you hear the lawyer? Did you hear the lawyer say, you know, you don't want to threaten to sue the prosecutor at this right here? Yes, you do. You want to tell the prosecutor, I'm going to sue you. I'm going to sue your ass for malicious prosecution. The video is 100% clear. All gone. Okay, let's go let them know. Because the thing is that they get listed in the lawsuit. the cop who filed this, he gets listed. The cop who charges her. Come on, Christy. Okay. So we're at the Lisbon Police Department to file a complaint here.
I parked in that parking lot, that's why.
Oh, you did? Well, we're just gonna file a complaint for wrongfully being charged, and for stalking you, you know, for bothering you,
Right. Should also be for stealing my phone.
for taking your phone, for arresting you, for putting you in a dungeon.
Yeah, should we just ask for a complaint form? And that's
No,
it?
they're gonna want to take your complaint, and they're gonna be terrified that we're gonna document it. They're gonna be absolutely terrified of documentation of your complaint. That's what they're gonna be scared of. They're gonna say, "Oh no, you can't come." Okay, sure.
Well, then we'll just do it out here.
More than welcome to do it out here. Hi, we were told to come back this morning that the chief would be in. How you doing?
Hi.
Good morning.
Hi. What can I do for you?
We were told to come back here today to talk to the chief to file a complaint.
Okay. What's your name?
Christy Rohn.
Christy Rhodes?
Rohn, R-O-H-N.
R-O-H-N? Have a seat, please.
Understand. No, it was different. You must be the main one, because I was in here the other day and there was a nice young woman here, and I think you're probably the main chick, right? The main person, chick. Sorry about that.
I work daylight.
Yeah, you work daylight. Okay, yeah. So I figured. You look like you got the experience and you've been here for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anybody who works in the police station automatically has a shitty attitude.
Yeah. I mean,
Comes with the job.
you can just consider, there's people who need a job and they'll just take a job working for the cops. But for the most part, they're all Karens. They're all deep, deep Karens. All of them are deep Karens.
Yeah.
We don't stop. We don't stop. The chief's going to be terrified that there's a camera to document the complaint. Going to be absolutely terrified.
Just letting you know he's here and Christy Rohn is with him. That's why she told her to come to the hall.
Mm-hmm.
But she didn't.
Well, you can still hear it.
I know they have complaint forms. I filed a complaint in Austin Town before when a cop beat me up when I was pregnant. And my attorney told me to withdraw my complaint against him or else I was going to go to jail. My attorney wrote a paper saying, I, Christy Rohn, wish to withdraw my complaint against him. And then I had to sign it, or else I was going to do 30 days in jail. And I was pregnant with my 5th child.
Christy?
Yeah.
It's gonna be a few minutes. He's on another call right now. He said you can either sit and wait, or you can have another call.
Okay.
It's up to you.
Alrighty. Well,
How long of a wait are we looking at here?
I don't know. It depends on how long it takes for what he's on.
For he's on a phone call?
No,
More,
he's on a call.
Oh, like he's out of the office? He's, okay.
Oh, so do you know when he's gonna be back? I mean, they did say to come back this morning. We did come back when they said.
Well, he's the only one I have on right now. The other officers are tied up, so he's the one that's.
Are they really tied up? I'd like to see that.
What's that?
Are they really tied up? I'd like to see that. Tied up?
He's been busy this morning.
Yeah. So we'll wait because you know he has to understand that the depths of the problems he's created for himself. You know, he's created some big problems because, you know, I travel the country, this is what I do, and he's maliciously charged her, and on camera he says, I know you didn't do anything wrong. We're gonna give him a chance to retract the charges. But if he doesn't, then I'll sue him for malicious prosecution, and he'll be listed in a federal lawsuit.
You have a seat. As soon as he clears,
Okay.
come in, but I'm not sure how long you're gonna be waiting. Okay?
I'm sure we'll wait for as long as he takes.
Okay. Well,
Okay.
have a seat, please. Thanks.
I have to call my daughter's insurance company and get her ID number because I don't have it. And she's on her way to the doctor. My friend thinks you're hot. She just texted me.
I am looking for a new girlfriend. So if she's cute enough, you tell her. I'll say hello.
Did you hear that, Jamie? She's watching.
Oh, Zane, we're supposed to talk on the phone, dude. I'm in Youngstown, 3 hours away from Ironton. You're welcome to set up shop there for a minute till I get back. I saw you, Zaner. I saw you. You're welcome to set up shop there till I get back. I'll be back in a day or 2 or 3, but I'll be back. I'll call you from my other phone in a second here, Zane. You're just gonna have to hold tight till I get done with this process here, just to let these guys know, because once I have warned them on camera and then people get to see the evidence, then my lawsuit goes through like butter.
Oh, I didn't pay my phone.
You gotta pay your phone bill. I've been calling your phone this morning. It's not
You
working.
were?
Yeah. You gotta pay your phone bill.
I totally forgot about that.
You gotta pay your phone bill.
I'm about to do it right now. My card's in the car. I was wondering why my phone wasn't working.
I called your phone several times this morning trying to reach you, and I was like, maybe her bill's not paid.
Yeah. I opened my phone yesterday to pay it and I forgot. I got distracted. I got the necklace body cam and I got the car dash cam. It comes with the back one and the front one. And then it's like a necklace with a cross on it. It has a camera in it. That's sweet.
So you guys know why we're here. The chief of the police is telling her that he knows she didn't do anything wrong, and then he arrests her, puts her in a dungeon for 2 days, makes her go through all the things you have to go through to go to the dungeon, the torture cuffs, the strip search, the whole thing. Puts her in a dungeon for 2 days. She has to bond out of jail. She has to get her car out of the impound. So we're looking over $1,000, plus her kids are displaced. She has 5 kids. So her sister and her family have to jump into action. And now this chief here, he's going to avoid us as long as he possibly can because he's scared of transparency. He's terrified of people seeing what he's done to this woman. That's what it is. He's terrified. He won't show. We'll be here for an hour, and he won't show. He won't show his face. He doesn't want to be on camera and be identified that he did this to this woman. He's absolutely terrified of transparency. He's terrified.
He's the one who took my phone because I recorded him. He told me specifically he's taking my phone and her tablet because we recorded him. His face was red the whole time. He was
I saw
very
it.
psycho-aggressive the whole time.
What's his name of the Lisbon police? What's the chief's name?
Chief Abraham.
What's his first name?
I don't know. John, maybe?
Do you guys have a biography on Chief Abraham? Do you have a bio on him that's available? Is his name John Abraham?
I can look it up.
Yeah, go ahead, look it up. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. I didn't. If you were busy, I'm sorry. I wasn't trying to interrupt you guys. You guys are perfectly. You're not pigs. You just work here. I understand that. So, I just want to know the biography of Chief Abrahams. Do you have a biography of him, or is there a website we can look up information on him?
You know what, I don't know whether there's a website with his information or not, I honestly do.
What's his full name?
Huh?
What's his full name?
Michael?
Michael Abraham? Chief Michael Abraham of the Lisbon Police Department? Okay, thank you. So that's his name, Michael Abraham. He must have a public profile on Facebook. He must have some sort of, because he wrongfully arrested this woman. Because he wanted to get James Sheets so badly.
That he needed to make up stuff that he was a murderer and everything else.
Did you guys ever find did they ever find that murder victim?
No.
So James was a suspect in a murder case. But what was the murder case? Who got murdered? Did you
No
ever find out
idea.
the person's name?
No clue.
Because everybody wants to solve a murder.
Right. And now magically he's murdered.
But when you say someone's wanted for murder, that ratchets up the intensity of the fervor that we have to get this guy who's
Right.
accused of murder.
Yeah.
So who got murdered? Who was the murder
That's
victim?
exactly what I wish my sister would have asked.
Who was the
He's
murder
wanted in a
victim?
murder of who?
Who got murdered? Because
Which
we
should
want
be
to.
public information anyways.
I want to help solve that. I can't stand murder.
Right.
I'm for law and order.
It says Lisbon Police Chief disagrees with Council Mayor on pay increase on WKBN. Police Mike Abraham asked for it raises to be in a 2-year plan. That's a couple stories on him. More officers needed. I think this is his actual office phone number.
We can't call flood him. That's against the rules. We can contact him on his Facebook page if he has a public profile. So you can't call flood the man unless he's wrongfully arrested somebody. Had she been in jail, we could have call flooded, but you can't call flood people. You can only contact them through their public Facebook page. That's how you can contact him, but you can't call here and harass him. That'll only cause her problems. You don't want to do that. You know, if I get arrested or she gets arrested, then you're welcome to call the facility or the organization that arrested that person. You have a right to do that then, but you can't just call and harass somebody on the phone because you don't agree with what they've done. You see, and that'll only hurt her and hurt the cause that we're doing here.
Lieutenant Dobbs' name Charmaine.
Charmaine Dobbs,
Yeah.
that's the lieutenant who helped arrest you.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That must be your parents or something that are there.
Can you pull up a picture of Michael?
Yep.
So we can see what Michael Abrahams looks like?
Find anything on him on Google. I'm not as good as my sister on the phone. You can find anything anywhere.
That's okay. It's all going to come out. The truth always comes out. There's no hiding the truth. Eventually it comes out, and it looks like we have a couple lawsuits here. One for the wrongful arrest of you, and for your money for your impound and for your bond. And then we have another wrongful death lawsuit for excessive force, violation of your James's First, Fourth, and 14th Amendment. So, you know.
Oh, here he is.
That's him right there. Good, show them. So that's Chief Michael Abraham right there. That's the man who wrongfully arrested Christy. He put her in torture cuffs. He took her to the dungeon. She spent 2 days in the dungeon. She had to get her car out of impound, which she didn't do anything wrong. They told her that James was wanted in a murder, for a questioning for a murder. Apparently that murder's been solved, because we've never heard another word about the murder. And so there's Michael. He's taking really good care of himself. Michael's really on top of his fitness game. He's on top of his nutrition game. He's leading by example. He's showing that you can do anything you want as long as you're a copper. You guys, do me a favor, take your finger and hit the like button. Take your finger right there and hit that like button right down there. Just take a second. You guys just take your finger and tap that like button right down there. And let's try to get as many likes as we can. Likes.
For this man. Did I need some of those printouts you made?
Oh, for the murderous pigs?
I think so.
I have more of those, and I'll give you the stick.
I need to run to my car real quick just to get my card. So I
Go
can
ahead,
pay
do
my phone.
do what you gotta do. I'm gonna wait for you right here. I know you guys talk about the FBI and the DOJ, but what we've seen time and time and time again is that these organizations are not going to help us. James Sheets has already been cremated. She did ask for the gunshot residue test, and they said no, they're not going to show it to her. So where's the gunshot residue test on James Sheets' hands? Where is that? Where is that? And after this, guys, I'm heading over to Struthers to go meet with the prosecuting attorney over in Struthers. Right after this, I'm leaving and I'm going to go talk to the prosecuting attorney, John Zomimbia. And John has claimed that we got to give John the benefit of the doubt. We don't know if John's seen the body cam footage or not. I know we went at John pretty hard, the prosecutor over there in Struthers, but we don't know if John's seen all the body cam footage or not. We do have to give him the benefit of the doubt. He is claiming that he's good and that he would not cover up a murder. We did have a long conversation on Facebook through chat, and he said that he would. And you guys make sure you subscribe to the channel. Everybody take your finger, hit the subscription button. Let's get as big as we possibly can. So John Zomimbia, am I saying his name correctly? John Zomimbia, am I saying that right? I don't know if I'm saying that correctly. But I'm not trying to disrespect the man. I'm just saying I'm going to go talk to him after this. And apparently he's saying that that he's good. He's not bad. That's what John is saying. And so Zomolia, someone put his name properly, for the love of God. I got two different spellings. Zamoda, which is it? Which he'll be in a meeting. Yeah, they're always in a meeting. They're always in a meeting. They're always in a meeting that they can't get out of. Everybody's always in a meeting. Zamolda, John Zamolda. So John is saying that he's good, just so you know. And this is on Facebook Messenger. We had a long conversation on Facebook Messenger, and John is saying that he's a good person. And I believe John. John has a beautiful family, and he just got caught up in the dark ship, and he didn't realize he was joining absolute tyranny. He didn't know that. I got to give him the benefit of the doubt. That's what I got to do. Zamoida. Is that how you think? So much. I appreciate that, Tommy Sargent. It's Zamoida. John Zamoida. John Zamoida. He's the prosecuting attorney over at Struthers. And, you know, if he hasn't seen the body cam footage, have you guys seen that body cam footage? Did you guys see that, by the way? Did you guys see the body cam footage? Did you see the actual body cam footage? Did you see the body cam footage of James Sheets? They plant the gun? No, I'm just saying as human beings. I'm not saying as in an official capacity. There's a channel called DeleteLawZ. You get to see the Struthers cops plant a gun on a guy they shot 28 times. You get to see it happen. I know you guys, you know, love cops. I get that. But you don't love murder. So there's some bad cops, right? There's bad dentists and bad lawyers and bad receptionists. There's bad everything, right? So we don't like bad cops. So they planted the gun on him. I know you guys, I understand you love cops. I get it. I respect you can have that position all you want. I think they're scum. But that doesn't mean that you can't look at a video and watch them plant a gun. And they did. And yeah, that's not this one. These guys didn't do it, not Lisbon. They just wrongfully arrested her, put her in a dungeon, impounded her car, and charged her $1,000. That's all they did here. Put her in a dungeon for a couple days. She's got 5 kids. They were trying to get her husband. They murdered him later. So, you know, just the score so you guys understand. You know, because you're young. You might get off that cop sucking trail and go into some actual justice, like maybe being a lawyer for defense. You know, just letting you know. Thanks. Oh, I don't think they've seen it. She said she hadn't seen the video. I believe her. I mean, she doesn't know that they murdered him. She has no idea. She's a receptionist. She works here. But the thing about me, as you guys know, is I do everything I say I'm going to do. I follow through and I do it. So these guys are going to have to do some restitution here for what they've done to this woman, or we'll be suing them, and that's just the way it'll go. Go ahead and finish, Christy. Finish getting that all set up. Well, if there wasn't 28 shots, then where's the rest of the video? Where's the 2 minutes and 15 seconds that they redacted on their video? And why'd they put a watermark over covering the gun going into the car? And why'd they put a blur mark on the gun so you couldn't see that it was a gun? They clearly photoshopped or After Effects the images. Because if you can put a blur mark on a camera video, then you can blur a gun, and that's exactly what they did, which is why by Thursday, if Struthers doesn't release all body cam footage, I will sue them by Thursday. It's just that simple. There's no negotiating. Oh, someone joined. Thanks for joining the membership. I appreciate that. I don't see a lot of things because I'm thinking about other stuff. But thanks. Appreciate you joining the membership. You know, if they didn't shoot him 28 times, then release all the body cam footage so we can see it. And John Zamuida, I was just talking about him. He said that he's good. He's got a real cute little kid on his Facebook page. So anybody who takes care of children, you know, I have a soft spot for them. But he said that he said John Zamuida said he's good and that he didn't shoot anybody. And he didn't shoot anybody. And we don't know if he's seen the body cam footage of the planted gun. You got to give Zamuida a chance. He has to get a chance, just like that lawyer who made the deal for probation before she got there. He made a deal for her to go on probation before he got the body cam evidence, before he got all discovery. He made a deal for her to go on probation. He fielded a deal. He fielded a deal. He didn't take a deal, but he fielded that the prosecutor was offering probation for a woman who did nothing wrong. Perfect. Perfect. Is he coming back or is he just going to duck? I mean, what's the deal? I mean, this town doesn't have anybody getting killed right now, so this will cost tens of thousands of dollars if I sue. Tens of thousands. It'll cost at least $10,000 or $15,000 to respond to my lawsuit. So I think this is the most for the people of Lisbon. Remember, when I sue these people, it costs you guys, the taxpayers, $10,000 to $15,000 to respond to my lawsuit. So you guys, the citizens of Lisbon, they have a chance to stop that. And if they don't, I will sue them. And I've sued lots of people. You guys have seen my lawsuits. I got to get back to Ironton, so I want to get back to Ironton. That's true, Robert. He considers me not important enough until we sue his ass. And by the way, who does the complaint against the chief go? So we file a complaint against the chief for wrongful prosecution, malicious prosecution, wrongful arrest, everything he did wrong. And who takes the complaint against the chief who arrested her and said on camera, I know you didn't do this. He literally says, I know you didn't do this, and then arrests her. That's what he says on camera. It's on camera. But the lawyer was going to take a deal for probation? The lawyer's going to take a deal for probation? I mean, maybe the Lisbon City Council doesn't understand. You guys are going to spend the taxpayers' money. You're going to spend tens of thousands of dollars for the taxpayers. But you don't care because it's not your money. So then what does the mayor do to the chief who wrongfully arrested her? Does the mayor relieve him of duty? Does he get fired? Is that what happens? And this is ubiquitous. This is across the entire country. This is happening everywhere. Hey, Robert, I don't know what you're saying, dude, but someone's complaining. I would just be careful because the moderators just kick people right out of the room. They only put you in timeout, Robert. I would just be careful, brother. You might just be joking and stuff, but there's people who are supporters that send me money that get kicked out of the room because the comments are just off color, and we don't want that. Just so you know. We don't want to be. You're not blocked, Michael. You're not blocked. Mitchell, is that Mitchell? Mitchell Stevenson? No, you're not blocked. Well, see, the thing is just so you guys know, they have to respond to the lawsuit. Once I sue them, they have to respond. And that requires money. And to respond, remember, the government's God is money. The police station's God is money. The mayor's God is money. The government's God is money. That's all they care about. They don't care about anything else. They don't care about a damn thing. They don't care about you or your family or you going to a dungeon. They don't care about the torture and the strip search and the sexual assault that is. They don't care about you. They only care about themselves and money. Remember that. If you're on the in club, then you're okay. But if you're not on the in club, well then, you can be prosecuted and persecuted. And by the way, there's no limit to the resources they'll spend to get you to plead guilty to something. I mean, I think this pig is going to duck us. That's what I think. Remember how you guys always say, can I get a supervisor? Everybody, you get on the scene and you'll say, can I get a supervisor? Remember, you're just calling a bigger pig to the scene, a bigger tyrant, a bigger loser. You say, give me a supervisor. and you're asking for a more experienced pig who's going to lie to you and tell you you can't record him, try to take away your phone. See, and unless you know your rights, you don't have any rights. So the in club is if you put a Back the Blue sticker on your bumper, or if you contribute to the Fraternal Order of Police, if you donate money to them, then they send you little secret license plates and little secret stickers that you can put on your car that shows that you're a cop sucker and you got the cop stick all the way down your throat and you're deep throating it. And so if you donate to the Fraternal Order of Police, they literally will send you a sticker in the mail to put on the bumper of your car. If you're a pig, then they put right on there. If you're a judge, they put state judge right on the license plate to let them know that you're part of the in club that's gonna rape people and gonna pillage and take total dominion over the American citizenship. And so if you have that on your car, then you're good to go. You're good to go. You're one of the good guys. But if you don't, well, then your car can be impounded. You can be wrongfully arrested. That's what the in club is. So if you guys want to make sure you don't get pulled over, just go to fraternalorderofpolice.com and then donate to them, and they'll send you a sticker, even recommend license plates that you should put on the frame of your license plate so that you don't get persecuted by the pigs. Yeah, that's how it works. See, this pig's not going to show up. He knows I got a camera rolling and that there's 1,000 people who are going to then have his number and know that he's a total tyrant. So they're gonna stall us for as long as it takes, that he doesn't have to actually face the music of a complaint. Is he getting a cat out of a tree? Is there a little boy hurt somewhere? What's the, I mean, they told us to come back here Monday morning and now we're here. And now we can't get anybody, you know. Lieutenant passed the buck, and now the captain, the chief, he can't make it. I guess you can't make it, chief. Sorry, you can't make it, brother. Typical swine in our country. It's full of them. And you guys can go back to the 1929 book by August Vollmer called The Policeman's Handbook that gave police autonomy after Prohibition, after the Prohibition debacle. Just so you know, the biggest alcohol swindlers in America was not Al Capone. It was not Lucky Luciano. You may have heard those two names from movies that you've seen. The biggest alcohol swindler in America were pigs. Pigs. They were the ones who ran all the alcohol in this country. They're still the ones who run all the drugs. They're still the ones who run all the prostitution rings. At the top of every organized crime in America is a cop. Even in the Crips and Bloods through the 80s, did you know that? The tops of those organizations were pigs who were undercover. It's true. So in your town right now, the drug ring is being ran by pigs. The prostitution ring, the gambling rings, all the rings in all the small towns, the cockfighting rings, as you guys saw over there in Lawrence County, you had the pigs attending the cockfighting events. You know, if you ladies just read the Mullen Commission just once, if you just read it once, you would never want to work here. If you just read the Mullen Commission, you would never want to work in this facility. Oh, how you doing, Zayner? I'm at the Lisbon Police Department, and they're stalling here because they don't want to take a complaint against the chief for wrongfully arresting Christy. And the longer I sit in here, the more frustrated I get. That's fine. That's fine. They'll have to pay my fees for my court costs.
I've been out there this whole time on hold. Member ID number. People are calling that you hear getting attitude with people on the phone.
They arrested her when they were looking for James. They were looking for James, and they said that the night before that her vehicle was in a high-speed chase. She was asleep at home with the children. She had no idea of this. And then because they had created this idea that James was a murder suspect, they heightened up the resolve to get James, even though we don't know who that murder victim was. And so then when they saw Christy the next day, they pulled her over and said that she had 2 different plates on her car. So that's not what she does. She's a mom. And so they then pulled her over, and then the chief of police said, I know you didn't do this. And then he arrested her anyway, which is a malicious prosecution. According to Thompson versus Clark, 2022, we can now sue his ass for malicious prosecution, which is exactly what we're going to do. We're going to see if they're going to withdraw the charges and reimburse her for the bond and reimburse her for the tow charge. And if they don't, we're going to sue them. It's that simple. You have to sue these people. These people are trash. And so they arrested her with her, when she had 5 kids at home, put her in a dungeon for 2 days. For 2 days, they locked her in a dungeon, chained her to a bench for 2 hours. Lisbon Police Department did this to her. Yes, they did. Yeah. It was the chief of police of the Lisbon Police Department and the top lieutenant here. The 2 highest ranking pigs, I don't call them officers because they didn't earn officer status. They're not an officer or a lieutenant or a chief or a captain because they joined a pig force. They're garbage. So I don't address them like that. I don't call them lieutenant or captain or chief, and I never will. These are garbage human beings. And so they put her in the dungeon for 2 days, and we're here to just give him notice that, Tony, you're probably in the wrong place, brother. You're probably in the wrong place. I don't want to see your shit. So what we're going to inform them of is that if they don't drop those charges, that I'm going to sue them. And that's what I'll do. I'll help her file a lawsuit against them, and then we'll win because it's on video. We have a video. If you don't have a video, you're screwed. What do I say?
Just agreeing with you.
So,
That's all.
and that'll cost the taxpayers of Lisbon tens of thousands of dollars. Tens of thousands of dollars. But they won't back down because these are pigs. You're dealing with the worst humans in our society. They're the worst people. Now, before the camera was everywhere, people used to think, oh, cops are good, cops are good. No, cops are dog shit, and you know it. We're all seeing it on camera. I'm not making videos of cops hurting and abusing and arresting people wrongly. They're doing it on camera themselves. They're doing it themselves. They're showing that they're dog poo. They're showing it. Oh, you got some fans out there, Christy. You got some fans.
Thanks. I look like poo-poo, but thanks.
Yeah, if you guys don't have a dash cam, if you guys don't understand that you have to film these guys at all times, then you haven't been tarnished yet. If you don't have a dash cam, I want you guys to get a dash cam today. I want everybody to get a dash cam. Yeah, I'm a little bit thirsty, to be honest.
They're talking about the guys that said I was beautiful or something. Saying that the guys are thirsty that are saying I was pretty.
Oh, thirsty? Is that what they're saying?
Yeah.
Well, so be it. If you don't have a camera and you contact me, I will reply to you. Unless you have a video, it's highly unlikely that I can help you. Work line's in the house, everybody. Good to see you, work line.
Like I needed to see a video from screaming. Like I don't already know he's gonna be screaming.
Well, I don't think they're going to show. I don't think this captain's going to show. I don't think he's going to show. I don't.
There's already people calling.
Yeah, there's a few people who are calling here now, and you know, they're just gonna duck. They're just gonna duck. Aw, nice people. Well, you didn't have the right help, Zane.
He's here, he'll be with you in a minute, okay?
There you go.
Alrighty, thank you.
There you go. So I guess the chief is here now. The chief is here. Apparently he's here now. He's gonna duck. He's not gonna want to hear it.
He's gonna try to only let me go in.
No, tell him. Yeah, you tell him forget it. We want it on camera.
Right.
We want it on camera. He can come right here.
I'm hanging up with them.
Yeah. Well,
Because they're obviously never gonna answer. That person's like, make sure you do not call him a pig while you're in there.
I mean, he did arrest you after he said that you didn't do anything wrong. So,
Right.
is that not a pig? I mean, arresting someone.
And then they just put a warrant out for JJ with no evidence either.
Well, they said they recognized the car, even though the plates didn't match the plates they were looking for.
Right. Because at first she had walked up and said, well, we pulled you over because you have expired tags. And I said, no, I don't, because I know I didn't. And then it was, well, you didn't change your address. I said, I don't have to change my address. That's not liable reason to get pulled over because I didn't change my address at the BMV, which I'm pretty sure isn't illegal. And then they walked back to the car and then they like talked and then they both came and was like, well, we need to search your vehicle. And my side door doesn't lock. I tried to lock it so that he couldn't pull me out of the car and he ended up opening it and pulling me out of the car anyways.
And
thought it was
and how
locked.
many police have you shot at in your lifetime?
0.
And how many assault charges do you have?
0.
How many battery charges do you have?
0.
You're not a violent criminal?
Nope.
You don't have a criminal record that shows that you assaulted people and you battered? How about an assault with a deadly weapon? Do you have any of those?
No.
But they had to jerk you out of the car in the cold?
Right. And and I told them I didn't want to get out of the car because my niece was in there. And she was standing outside freezing for 40 minutes before I screamed, like, can she at least sit in the cop car with me before you just sit her out here freezing without a coat or anything on?
Right.
And
Right.
then she was crying, like she was traumatized. And they took her tablet, which is the only thing that, occupies her.
Right.
And then they were sitting there questioning her and making her so uncomfortable. So she just looked at me and started crying, like, and then I tried to give her my wallet and all my phone and everything to hold. And he ripped them out of my hands. I was like, she can hold my stuff. It's not.
I believe he's getting himself camera ready.
Okay. They act like you're gonna come in with a gun or something. Call the troops. Somebody coming in with the camera. ever gone. They just don't think that we're ever gonna leave, so. I bet you their phone has never rang this much. Multiple people are already calling them.
Yeah.
I have nice hair. My hair is afro. But thanks. I did not have time to do anything with my hair this morning. The baby does nothing but scream 24 hours a day.
You got to get back to the baby.
Yeah, he's a screaming psycho.
I was too.
He will scream nonstop. It doesn't matter if I'm gone for an hour or 6 hours. He'll scream the whole time.
Until mommy gets back.
Yeah, he acts like I'm gonna leave him forever or something.
So that's when you were in jail for 2 days. The baby screamed for 2 days.
Yeah.
Oh, so
Literally.
it causes a lot of problems kidnapping someone off the street.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
He hyperventilates and everything.
Because he wants his mom.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
I don't know why he acts like that either. I don't ever leave him for long, you know, except for that one time I was in jail. Like, I've never left him for long periods of time.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why he acts like that, because I'm always with him. So he's not used to me not being there.
The baby's 2?
Mm-hmm. He'll be 3 on September 11th.
That's my birthday.
Really?
September 11th.
Mine's September 10th.
Oh, wow. Virgos.
Yep. And then both my sons have the same birthday. They're just 1 year apart.
November 14th, wasn't
Yep.
it?
Mm-hmm. That's the craziest thing ever.
Okay, work line. We'll take a look at that.
Hello.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
Oh, great, thank you.
What's your name, sir? Your badge number?
What's that?
Your name and badge number, sir?
My name's Chief Abraham.
Chief Abraham?
Yep.
And you have a badge number, Chief?
I do. Number one.
Number 1? So, Mr. Abraham,
So what you need to do is go out and fill out your name, date of birth, your address. Don't put your, I scratch it off.
Okay.
And list dates, times, instance, okay? And there's plenty of sheets. If you need
Okay.
more, just let them know and I'll get it for you.
Okay.
All right.
Chief, there's, people want to ask you a couple questions and all.
That's okay.
Oh, but you did wrongfully arrest her, didn't you? You did put her in cuffs, take her to jail? You did say on the video that she didn't do anything wrong, you arrested her anyway? Just so you know, if you don't retract the charges, Chief, what I'll do is I'll charge it. Oh, you slammed the door in my face. Is the door locked? Oh, okay. Boy, he's pretty aggro. Why are you slamming the door, Chief? Hey, Chief. There's people that want to talk to you, Chief. There's people that want to talk to you. There's people that want to talk to you. There's people that have questions for you, sir. I'm a journalist covering your story.
I don't care if you're a journalist.
I have the right to record.
These people have work to do.
No,
Don't
I can
knock
do
on our glass.
I can knock on
or
it
you're
anytime
gonna-
I want.
No, you can't.
You want to arrest me? You
No,
can,
you
and
can't.
you'll get another lawsuit because
So-
I'm going to sue you for this one, and I'm going to sue you for wrongful.
Have a nice day.
Well, yeah. I can't open this door? Is that what you're telling me? You're just showing the world what a prick you are. You're showing the world what a piece of shit you are. You're literally showing the world what a piece of shit you are right now.
Good
You
for you.
wrongfully arrested
Good
her.
for you.
It's on camera. You
Have a
saying,
nice-
I know you didn't do anything wrong.
Have a
And
nice
you
day.
arrest her anyway. You're dog shit, dude. You're a dog shit person. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, Chief, I don't understand what's going on. We just want to talk. You got the thin blue line in there, Chief. Why is that thin blue line on your wall, sir? Do you know that's a terrorist flag, that we don't agree to that? Are you aware of that, sir? Why are you hiding? Why don't you face the public? We're redressing you now, sir. This is called a redressing. We're redressing government officials. This is my First Amendment right. I have a right to redress you. And there you are back there hiding. I have a right to redress you. We have a right to redress you, sir. We have a right to redress you. And I can use any words I choose. Cohen versus California, 1971. Gives me the right. As a matter of fact, if I use curse words, that shows the veracity and the emotional depths of my complaint against you. 1971 Cohen versus California. Look into it. I have a right to sit here and redress you. If you choose to run and hide, of course, you coward, you weak bitch, you coward.
He's so angry. He's so angry.
Okay, take that with you. Let's fill it out. I got to get out of here before I lose my cool at a total coward bitch. Of course, he can, but Christy, let's just keep score here. He can wrongfully arrest you, put you in torture cuffs, impound your vehicle, wrongfully charge you, maliciously prosecute you, but he can't take face in the camera. He can't take face in the camera.
Imagine if we slammed that door on him.
If you slam that door, he slammed that door in my...
arrested for assault.
You're right. If I went out this door, which is a public door, and he slammed the door on me, if I had done that to him, what would happen to me?
You would have got arrested.
Right.
For assault on an officer.
That's right. Assault on an officer. We don't call them officers. We call them what they are. They're fucking pigs. That's what we call them. Dog shit. They're dog shit around here. Okay. You ladies, I hope you have a good day. I really hope you find something else to do with your career, young lady. Good luck with that. I really hope you find something else to do. You're surrounding yourself with pigs. I just want you to know that. Okay, ladies, have a nice day today. You're a weak bitch. I just want you to know that. You're disgusting. You're a pig. And we got your number. You can expect my lawsuit. You better drop those charges, because if you don't, I'm going to sue your ass. Just want you to know that. The lawsuit, the paperwork will be written by me. I'm not going to stop till I get your ass. And I'm going to sue you. I'm going to get you in a court of law. You're screwed, buddy.
Why did every single person run? They run and hide in their office every single time.
Because they don't want to face the scrutiny of transparency. They don't want to face the scrutiny of transparency. They're terrified. They're absolutely terrified.
They have no problem acting like straight scumbags, but then when they're put on camera, they hide.
They hide. As soon as they're put on camera, they run and hide.
Every single time.
I got to run over to Struthers. I got a meeting with the prosecutor over there to talk about the body cam footage. Because as you guys know, if the body cam footage isn't delivered by Thursday, I'll sue them. And that's just how it works. That's the way it works. So you have to get I want to see your dash cam order. Send that to me. Okay. You guys say goodbye to Christy. I think her Cash App, her Venmo, her PayPal is posted. I believe Cope Dog posted that. She's got to go take care of the baby. I'm going to go over to Struthers and continue the fight. Okay? Anything you want to say?
No, thank you guys all for being here. That's all.
Okay.
Thank everybody for their support.
Okay.
Because without you guys, we wouldn't be doing anything. Like, nothing would be getting done.
Okay. Thanks. I'll call you later. Get your phone bill paid up. Okay, and I'm going to head over to Struthers now. Listen, just so you guys know, you guys see me get excited and get angry and stuff, but I have a right to redress my government. I don't have a right to threaten anybody physically or threaten their life or threaten to harass them or molest them or be a nuisance to them. I don't have those rights, but I have the right to tell that cop he's a filthy pig and use any kind of obscenities that I would choose. And you can look that up. That's going to be Eubanks versus Woods 2022. It's also going to be Barber versus Green 2002. And that's in the 6th District Court here, right here in Ohio. So So that means you have a right to redress government and use any words you choose. I'm not angry, I'm rightfully indignant. There's a big difference. Rightfully indignant is not angry. I'm upset. I have a right to redress the government as I see fit. So if you're, I don't need advice. I'm not looking for guidance from people. I appreciate the crowdsourcing, but I don't want people to tell me how to be, and I won't listen to you. And so please don't do that. My own sisters, my brothers, my family now understands that please don't tell me what to do, as I'm this far deep into something that people can't understand. I'm rightfully indignant, and I have a right to be rightfully indignant. And now let's go over to Struthers and talk to that prosecutor who said he would meet with me today, right now. What time is it now? Oh, it's right now, it's noon. So I'm heading over there now. Struthers, there it is. Oh Lord, I'm an hour away, 40 minutes.
Head north on North Market Street toward High
So
Street.
if you guys would let John Zamota know that I'm running a couple minutes behind. I'm 45 minutes away, so I'm gonna head over there now. See, and you have a right to knock on any window you want. You have a right to knock on any door. These filthy pigs have made it so that you would be afraid. You would be afraid to flex your rights, to let them know that you have a voice and that you have power, and that you have the same power that they have. They don't have power over you. They don't have rights over you. Okay, so you have a right to be rightfully indignant. Now, you notice I didn't physically challenge the man. I just changed my verbiage to something a little bit more appropriate for when someone wrongfully arrests another person. That's all I did. I just changed my verbiage to be a little bit more aggressive, but I did not physically challenge the man.
Park Avenue, then turn right onto High Street.
When he
Turn right onto High Street, then turn left onto North Market Street.
when he slammed the door in my face, I let him slam the door in my face, and I did
Head
not.
east on High Street toward North Nelson Avenue. Turn left onto North Jefferson Street.
I just don't want to hear it. Okay, so you have a right to be rightfully indignant. You don't have to put up with abuse from pigs just because they want to be abusive to you. You don't have to put up with that. That's not how it works. Okay, now I got the sound going through my headset, and as you guys see now, I follow every single law that's required. Okay. You're welcome to go do whatever you'd like to do with your time, but one thing I will not do is be told what to do by you. Just like if I try to tell another man what to do, what he says to me is, don't tell me what to do. And then I have to check myself and realize I'm not allowed to tell other men what to do. That's not how it works. I can sue them, but I can't tell other men what to do. And I learned that lesson the hard way. I learned that lesson the hard way by telling someone I respect what to do, and they said, hey, I'll do what I want. And then I had to realize they were correct. I can't tell another man what to do. So if you want to do that, you're welcome to do that, but I'm not gonna listen to you. And then he tried to act tough. You're more than welcome to arrest me, Chief. You're more than welcome. And face the lawsuit. And then I'll go after your job. And then I'll go after the coffers, the money. I'll go after your bond. You're welcome to do whatever you'd like, Chief. You're welcome to do whatever you'd like. And I'm welcome to go ahead and sue your ass. So there's that. There is that. Oh, Lackluster in the house. What's up, Lack? How you doing, buddy? Let me know if you want me to send you any of the footage of them planting the gun, because I've given Struthers Police 4 more days before I sue them. I've given them 4 more days, Lackluster, to release all of the body cam footage unredacted from all pigs on the scene. I've given them 4 days, and if they don't, I will file a lawsuit against them. It is that simple. I'm not negotiating. I'll sue you, and then you'll have to respond to the lawsuit whether you've released the body cam footage or not. So there it is. You'll have to respond to the lawsuit. You have no choice. Did someone contact on John Zamota's public Facebook page? Someone contact John Zamota on his Facebook page, which is a public profile. Don't call him, please. I'm not asking you guys to call flood this man. I'm asking you to contact him on his public page. Let him know I'm about 35 minutes away, and then I'll be there. He did schedule a meeting yesterday between noon and 1. I'll get there about 12:45 or so. So I look forward to speaking to John in person. He said that he would meet with me and talk with me because we don't know if John's seen the body cam footage of them planting the gun yet. We know he's seen the footage that I put out that was released, but he hasn't seen, maybe he hasn't seen the actual raw data yet. And so we want to make sure before we judge John, you know, I want to ask him in person, have you seen all the unredacted body cam footage yet? I want to ask him that. It's definitely wet here in Ohio. Got the cruise control set, got the self-steering on, so now I can kind of let it do what it's going to do. And there's some cars driving pretty slow here. Later, work lion. Take care, brother. Thanks for coming by. If he didn't shoot him 28 times, then why isn't all the body cam footage available for us? If they, you know, we saw that James had 2 different tasers from 2 different, by work lion, thanks for coming by, brother. We saw that he had tasers in his body from 2 different sides, but we never saw that. If all the body cam footage is there, then where is the tasers being shot? Where are those at? Where are those? Can anybody tell me where those are at? Where are the tasers being shot? Where are they at? Because you can see in the video we released last night, when you see James Sheets' actual body and he's been murdered, then where were the tasers? I just want to know. Did anybody see a taser being shot? He had tasers from both sides going into his body. So where are those at? Where are those? Because I didn't see any of that. I need water. My mouth's dry. We're gonna solve this murder. You guys know that, right? Someone in the Struthers Police Department. I think it was a conspiracy. I think there was multiple officers involved in this. That's why there was all the silent sign language and I'm hot. And then at one point that I didn't slow it down, you see Tommy Shithead. You see him lose his mind, like, no, don't talk. The camera's on. That was a little bit after I did all the slowdown, but you can see Tommy lose his mind. Don't talk. You saw him do it. Watch that again. Watch back that body cam footage that Youngstown released, and he lost his mind. You know, and Tommy could have been drunk. There could have been just alcohol in that water bottle that they had to get before BCI got it. But what's in the water bottle? Make sure your headlights are on in this rain. So let's get over there to Struthers I'm still 28 minutes away. So hopefully someone contacted John on his Facebook page, on his public Facebook page, and sent him a DM and let him know that I'm going to be there about 12:45 or so, because he said he would have a conversation. And so, yeah, the water is code. There was the water bottle, and we got to get the water. Watch that video that we released last night. Watch that we put out last night. It's all the body cam footage. And so I need water. It's rainy here, Lack. It's rainy here, brother. Dog shit. I know that Dale's watching. Good to see you, Lackluster. I know he's watching. He's waiting for all the evidence. You know, guys like ASD Docs, Don Andre Investigates, like James Freeman, like Lackluster, who make these amazing videos. You know, they need all the evidence. They need all the evidence before they can do a real story. So I know that Lackluster is just waiting for all of the evidence to come out. And, you know, we're going to get a bigger scope on this because this gun is planted. When we get all the body cam footage unredacted, I think at that point, other auditors will start to make videos about the planting of the gun here. It'll happen. It'll happen, you know. And by the way, you guys, Lackluster put in $500 towards my bail. Lackluster, the guy in the room right here, when I got arrested, he put $500 into my bail fund. So if this man's not a friend, I don't know how you define what a friend is. You know, if someone who puts up $500 towards your bail, they're not your friend, you sure? You sure about that? I think they are. They definitely care about your journey and they care about you. So thank you, Dale. I appreciate you, man. It really means a lot to me. You know, these big channels like Dale's are just incredible. The service that they provide for transparency and for America, you know, and I'm super grateful for, you know, Don Andre Investigates is another one. Make sure you guys get over to Don Andre Investigates. Everybody go over there and tell them that I told you to subscribe. DPN is another great channel. Accountability for All, another great channel. You know, guys who are like really trying to cause the change. As you guys know, Brian at High Impact Flicks, here's the deal. He's on the side of truth. And Brian's got it down pat. It's Republicans and Democrats are the same. They're the same, two wings of the same bird. They're evil. The Republicans and Democrats, both of them, if you're dyed-in-the-wool Democrat or dyed-in-the-wool Republican, you're part of the problem. We need a new third party that I've written, and I will show it to you guys. I've just been a little bit busy. So, but I'm going to unveil that third party here really quick in the next month. But we're finishing the transparency website now. And when the transparency website is done, then I'll debate James Freeman again. You know, and so, you know, just talking about that a little bit, a statist is someone who wants to give the state more power, and I'm against that. So I know that's Freeman's assessment of me, but I don't agree with it because I'm against giving the state power. You should not be pulled over in a vehicle unless you're absolutely a danger to others. There should be no pullovers. Even if you're slightly speeding or going too slow, you should not be pulled over by the state unless you're an active danger to society. All blinker tickets, license plate tickets, all, you know, you're following too close, all those tickets all that has to go away. Because since 1920, when the Model T Ford came out, they have used cars to target us and to arrest us and to fine us and to fee us, and it has to come to an end, which is why I'm running for governor, to be the executive of a state, so I can say, in this state, you cannot pull people over. No more using people as a piggy bank. No more pulling people over for any other reason than reckless driving. No more suspending driver's licenses. Everybody needs a driver's license in America, and what you're seeing ubiquitously across our country is people are being charged for driving without a license, and then that escalates and escalates and escalates, and pretty soon they're losing their car, and they're spending time in a dungeon for simply driving a vehicle because they broke the law, which is crazy. And we're seeing it all across the country. If you don't pay a fee, they take away your driver's license. If you don't pay your child support, they take away your driver's license. So yeah, you guys make sure you subscribe to Lackluster. I'm sure everybody here is already a member and a subscriber to Lackluster. Huge channel. I have a lot of respect for Dale. And then make sure you guys go to all those other channels that I mentioned. Accountability for All, DPN, Don Andre Investigates, James Freeman. Even though we have an ongoing debate, James Freeman is a man I highly respect. We don't agree on some things. I still respect James Freeman all the way to the hilt. The man is a pioneer. The man is a true warrior for justice. Now, we don't agree on the social structure, but that doesn't mean I don't respect the man. I do. I highly respect James Freeman. And if you guys don't understand that, then you don't know James Freeman's work. Before he was just being a narrator and showing the injustice, he was actually on the street fighting it face to face. But either one is a service to us. It doesn't matter. You have someone willing to make videos about these tyrants. So you should be grateful to that man who's doing that for us, because it is for us. I'm just pissed off still, trying to just breathe through it. You can tell I'm pissed off when I just motor mouth. Or I just stop talking. Then I'm really pissed. You know, but you're not allowed to be physically violent. I disagree with physical violence unless it's in a sanctioned arena. Two men who want to have mutual combat, I'm down for that, as long as they have someone there to stop it. They have someone there to stop it in case one person gets injured. You know, I'm not promoting that. I'm saying if two men want to fight each other, two women want to fight, if they have someone there to stop it and they're going to make sure it's safe, I'm all for that, especially for high school kids and college guys. You know, if they want to have mutual combat and have a fist fight, there's no reason why they should be arrested for that. There's no reason why you should be arrested. If two people agree to mutual combat and they want to fight it out, great. You know what? And in some cases, some people are going to get hurt very badly. It's going to be very bad. Okay, that's their choice. You know, we have cops going in trying to stop things and attacking people. We need peace officers to protect the victim. We don't need law enforcement in America. We need peace officers to protect the victim of violence, not attack people. And that's what we're seeing. And again, that would take power away from the state. So that means I'm not a statist, which I'll disagree with 1,000 times out of 1,000. I'm not a statist at all whatsoever. I'm not even kind of sort of a statist. I'm for taking power away from the state and giving it to the people who are the rightful owners, who are the sovereign of our country. The sovereign means the power. And so that's what you're talking about. When you say the sovereign, when you hear me say who is the sovereign, that means who is the power. And according to our social contract, the people are the power. And slowly over time, it's become a Thomas Hobbes social contract that says the government are the sovereign. And that's what we're dealing with here. And it's across the United States. So I'm going to go. Did someone reach out to John Zamoda on Facebook and let him know I'll be there about 12:45? He said between 12 and 1. That just took a little longer than I wanted it to. So I will be there at 12:45. It looks like, because people are just driving slow in front of me because it's raining. It says I'm 26 minutes away now. So that's going to be 12:50. That'll give John and I 10 minutes to have a conversation. And so John is saying that he's a good guy and he wouldn't cover up a murder. That's pretty much what he said. I don't want to put words in his mouth, but that's pretty much what he said. And so then I asked him, have you seen all the body cam footage, yes or no? And he didn't give me a clear answer. So that's what I want to know today. Did John Zamoda see Zoe Mada? Is that how I say it? Is that how he said it? There's a little piggy right there. There's a little piggy right there. Pigs everywhere. Pigs driving around to try to get you. To try to get you. That's what's going on. It's a great big gotcha game, and you're the fish they're trying to catch to get the money out of your wallet. That's what they're trying to do. The state wants to take your money, and I'm against that. So that's the definition of a statist, someone who wants to give the state more power. I'm the opposite of that. I don't want you being pulled over unless you're an actual danger to society. Other than that, not even a headlight ticket, not a blinker ticket, not a moi Zamoida. Just send him a DM on Facebook and let him know I'm on my way. Treat the man with respect. He has said that he is good, and we had that conversation yesterday. I'm not going to go into it. I said that I wouldn't. But he said that he is a good person, and I had some people research him, and they came back with that, yeah, he is trying to be a good dude. I don't know why you joined the dark ship. I don't know why you do that. But, you know, Zoe Moida. Zoe Zoe Moda. I wouldn't run for sheriff. I wouldn't put on a badge. I wouldn't put on a gun and walk around like I'm in charge of the law. You know, it's not my job. I'm going to run for executive, because executive has the power to change things. Unless you're executive, it just doesn't do anything for you, for the people. It doesn't do anything for the people. Let me charge up my backup phone here. Put this on the charger real quick. Give me 15 seconds here to put this on the charger. Okay. So we're almost to John Zomoida. Is that correct? Zoe Moda? Am I saying Zoe? And almost Zoe Moda. Zoe Moda. Yeah, Amaganti Press. You know, I just never met Amaganset. I've never met him. I've never talked to him. I've never communicated with Amaganset. You know, but he's a busy dude, man. He's out there fighting for justice for you. You know, Amaganset Press is, and then Good Citizen, and then John Gray, Jeff Gray, Photography is Not a Crime, Carlos Miller's website, and his now online podcast, Photography is Not a Crime. Zoe Moda. Zomoida. Zomoida. I got it. Zomoida. Got it. Got it. Got it. Zamoida. This is so much fun. This is so much fun. And I'm not making fun of your name, John. As you know, man, you know, I don't want to have a disrespectful relationship with you. He did say something a little bit insulting yesterday. He said to me, you know, go ahead and get your views and your likes and your clicks. And I said, do you really want to insult me? Do you really want to have that kind of adversary relationship with me? You think I'm doing this? I was on TikTok the same. I'll be on the next platform the same. Tom Zebra. Tom Zebra is one of the best. I've been following Tom Zebra. So Tom Zebra is in the same category as James Freeman. James Freeman and Tom Zebra, those are two guys who are pioneers. Dale Lackluster, a pioneer. He's been doing this for years. You know, people who've been in this fight for years. You know, News Now. I like News Now Houston. News Now Houston. Let me tell you guys what happened to News Now Houston, because no one's talked about this out loud for him. So his daughter is from what I understand, the story that I've been told, his daughter has a drug problem. And so the cops in Houston, they hate News Now Houston. They hate him. And so what they did is, when he got a big YouTube channel, he started making money. Then the daughter went to News Now Houston and said, hey, give me money. And then News Now Houston said, no, I'm not going to give you any money. So then the police colluded with News Now Houston's daughter to trump up that he had molested her. I'm not kidding. And this is Real News Network. That's an amazing one. I love those guys. I'm actually going to go by there when I go back to Ironton in the next couple days here. I'm going to go by and see if I can meet with Real News Network, because I love their channel. I love that woman. It's an amazing channel. So anyway, so he's being, you know, he got charged with pedophilia. And once you're charged, which, by the way, you guys, every day I search my computer to make sure someone hasn't injected child porn on my computer, because they'll do anything to stop us. And just so you know, I don't have anything like that. It's disgusting. I find it, I think people who do that should be executed. I think if you're a pedophile and you rape children, I don't have any warmth in my heart for you. You should be executed. They should take you out as soon as they find out that you actually molested a kid. You should be executed. on site. I'm sorry, I'm not real big on capital punishment. If we have confirmation that you molested a kid, you should die. Get rid of your seed, get rid of you altogether. So if anything like that ever pops up on my computer, then you know what's going on. Just like they did to News Now Houston. And now you have even people in the community saying that he's a pedophile. I don't believe that for 1 second. Do I believe the police would go to any lengths to try to take down an activist? Yes. Yes, I do. I do. And I don't think News Now Houston is guilty at all. But once they tarnished his good name, then he's tarnished forever. And I find it really pathetic. I find it pathetic. You know, I've also heard other things about activists or so-called activists in our community that I can't release the data yet until I get the confirmation. But there's a couple people I've heard things about that I have never said anything about. And it's not my job to be involved in some drama and some makeshift community. That's not what I'm supposed to do. I'm supposed to fight for justice, transparency, freedom, and truth. That's my goal. That's what I'm supposed to do. That's my life's mission. So, and I didn't choose it. It chose me. And it just is the way life has worked out. I didn't go, oh, one day I'm going to be a crusader for justice. I didn't wake up and decide I was going to be a crusader for justice. That's not what happened. I woke up one day and they had murdered Breonna, and then I woke up another day they had murdered George, and it was on camera, and Breonna was no-knock raided, and I just went nuts, and I started to try to figure out how to get the attention of others so they could listen to the information I had in my brain. And then I successfully did that by making an art installation on TikTok that showed the history of how racist laws and chemical laws have created an authoritarian police state, prison state, death state, you know. And I just, you know, so yeah. Yep. You know, I haven't seen very many. Those are the auditors I've seen. DPN. You know, and to be honest with you guys, just so you know, there's other auditors who used to be some of my favorites, and unfortunately, you know, it's become a competition. And so because it's a competition, is that a piggy right there? I think that is a piggy. Pretty sure that is a little piggy. I'm pretty sure that is a pig right there, just pulled in behind me. Let's see, because if these pigs harass me, bro, you guys have no idea. Especially if you make me the plaintiff. If you make me the plaintiff, I'll never quit. You opened up a can of worms you can't close. So if the pigs harass me, I welcome it. Go ahead. I don't do anything illegal. I don't do any alcohol or drugs. I'll smoke weed now and then if it's available, but I don't carry any weed. I don't have enough THC in my system to say that I was stoned, because I don't smoke weed very often, and when I do, I'm stoned. I'm stoned if I smoke weed. And then if I do smoke weed, it'll only be at night, and then when I'm crashing out for the night. I think the speed limit here is 35. We are just, it looks like we're 15 minutes away from John Zoemoida. Zoemoida. John Zoemoida. 15 minutes away from John, and then we'll have a conversation with him. Oh, speed limit's 40. I'm doing 35. So let me speed up to 40 and set my cruise. Now my cruise control's set. Let me slow down to 42 here. Yeah, and then I'm not sure if you guys know it, but what they did to kids, let me rephrase that. What they did to young adults, 18 to 21, is they've criminalized vapes and nicotine, and now what you're seeing are these filthy pigs walk up to young people and say, let me see some ID if they see them smoking a cigarette. That's what they did. Zamoida, got it, Zamoida. I got it now, thanks. Random country, you got it for me, Zamoida. It's John Zamoida. Did someone send him a DM on Facebook and let him know that I'm coming? Zamoida, I got it. He knows I'm coming between 12 and 1. Yeah, the criminal injustice system, the criminal injustice enterprise is flourishing. As you guys know, on the poster that I sell on DeleteLawZ, you can see that the prison industry from Terry versus Ohio in 1968 took off like a rocket. Just took off like a rocket. And it went straight up like a mountain. Because you're getting a fair deal in court, right? You're getting a fair shake. Is that what's happening? That's not what's happening. And the reason why that's not happening is because you got lawyers who just make deals for you to walk you into a criminal record. So we're 12 minutes away. We're 12 minutes away from John Zamoyda. John Zamoyda. John says he's a good guy. I only have one question for you, John. Have you seen, Justin Pullman, I love those guys. And they're over at Brazier's Scanner on Facebook. If you guys want to join, am I saying that right? Brazier or something like that. I remember there was a porn site called Brazier. It's not Brazier, it's Brazier. Yeah, I've talked about Pedophile Island. I think that if you get caught being a pedophile, you should be sent to an island, and then we don't even man it. We just drop off a pallet of food twice a month, and then there's gunboats outside of the island, and you can do whatever you want. You just can't ever get off that island. That's what I think they should do with paderasses. You want to be a pervert, you want to watch child porn, you want to be a disgusting pig, then we should just put you on an island you can never get off. You can try to get off, you can try to leave, they'll mow you down with machine guns if you try to get off the island. That's my idea, because I'm not for capital punishment, even though earlier I said I would kill them. I guess I get a little heated sometimes if I talk about it. But I think there should be Pedophile Island. We drop them off on an island, and then we create a structure for them, a barracks of sorts, and then Lord of the Flies. If they kill each other off, they kill each other off. 10 minutes away. We're 10 minutes away from John Zamoyda. Yeah, Justin Pullman Investigates is just top notch. If you guys haven't subscribed to Justin Pullman Investigates, top notch. And he also is with Good Citizen. That's going to be John Gray, not Jeff Gray. So John Gray works with Justin Pullman all the time. And so those guys are, and there's one more guy that works with them too. Does anybody remember his name so I can say his name out loud? Because I want to get as much light on the people who are really activists, actual activists. You know, people who actually care about change. I want to shine a light on their channel. You know, so this is great when I get to drive without my hands and it's automatic driving. It's the best. It's the absolute best. I can't wait to upgrade to a Tesla someday. As you know, though, you know, it's just not available right now for us, but it will be someday. You know, when my store does enough sales, when enough people buy products from DeleteLawZ, and we can cover that $1,000 a month payment. Right now we can't. And so, you know, when the channel gets big enough that more people are buying from DeleteLawZ.com, then I'll upgrade to a Tesla that's totally self-driving, and then I'll really be able to get around the country fast. Because I do long drives now as it is. I do 15 to 20 hour drives. As you guys know, I drive across the country in a day. Long Island audits, he has surpassed everybody else, in my opinion. He's surpassed me. He's better than I am. You know, he has a better tone than I do. He has a better tone than James Freeman. You know, and James Freeman was my #1 favorite for a long time. But now I don't think that cursing them out initially is good. I think eventually when they show what pigs they are, that you want to test the boundaries to see if they'll arrest you for free speech. That's why I curse at them, just so you know. Because if they arrest me for free speech, then I'm the plaintiff and they're the defendant. That's why you guys are hearing me. I haven't explained this to you guys yet. James Madison Audits in Florida. We love James Madison Audits. If you guys have not, I subscribe to James Madison Audits. He's one of the few guys that I just take my time. I watch James Madison Audits every day. I go check his channel every day. I'm sorry I didn't list him earlier. James Madison Audits is so top notch. He is so top notch. I am 8 minutes away from John Zamoyda. 8 minutes away from John Zamoyda. Someone send him a DM on Facebook and let him know that I'm on my way, please. Treat him with respect. The only question we have for you, John, is have you seen the planting of the gun? Have you seen all that body cam footage? Because if you saw it and you didn't catch that gun being planted, and we did, that's pretty amazing. I caught it in full speed. So, yeah, James Madison Audits, man, just a top notch. He's an activist. So we're still calling them audits, but truly it's an activist. So, and the guy's just amazing. So let me explain this to you guys. So the reason why you guys are now hearing me curse at the end when I first get involved with the pig, and then pretty soon towards the end, I call him a dirty fucking pig, tyrant, piece of shit, motherfucker, bitch, weak ass pussy. The reason why I use that language at the end of the activism is because I want them to make me the plaintiff. I want them to arrest me for words so that I can sue them. That's why you guys never heard me cuss before on my activism, and I didn't curse before, but now more and more people are being arrested for their language. And so that's the thing, is that's why you're hearing me curse now. And I didn't curse previously. And also you're seeing my emotional level elevate a little bit when I redress government in the proper arena, but not on the streets. You notice that there's a difference. You guys have to understand there's multiple levels of understanding what we're doing. We're hitting the exit right now. We're exiting right now to pull off to Struthers, to John Zamoyda, and we are 6 minutes away from John Zamoyda. And we just want to know, John, did you see the body cam footage? Have you seen it? Because if you haven't seen it, John, then you're right. You're a good guy, and you didn't do anything wrong. You didn't kill anybody, man. So if you have not seen the body cam footage, John, raw, then you're a good dude, and you just didn't know. Just so you guys know, I don't fraternize with people who go to channels that hate me and participate. If there's people who go to channels that hate me and participate, I don't have anything to do with those people, because they're not truly down for change, they're down for attention. And if you just take my name and put DeleteLawZ in your title, you'll get 1,000 views. So if you're gonna participate in my enemies trying to destroy this movement, then I'm not gonna have anything to do with you as a person. I mean, that you can do whatever you'd like, but I'm not going to work with you. I'm not going to talk to you. I'm not going to invest any time or energy with you, because I don't think it's right that you go to my enemies and join their energy. You go give energy to my enemies, and you and I are not friends. That's just how I feel. So if you don't hear me call some people out who are pretty good at their job, it's because they've fraternized with my enemies. And I'm a little bit backed up right now with the team and what we're doing. So, and I'm also late on doing some stuff. I gotta text him in a second here. We are now 4 minutes away from John Zamoyda. So let John know. I'm right on time. I said 12:45. I'm coming up right on 12:45, and we're gonna meet with John. We're gonna meet with John. John actually said in DM that he would meet with me between 12 and 1, so we'll have 15 minutes here to have a conversation with him. We are 4 minutes. 4 minutes. I gotta send a text really quick. You see a black screen for 1 second. I'll be right back. Give me 1 second. Yeah, Dale, they don't make videos about you because you're such a good guy, man. That's why. And you're better at this than I am, and I'm learning from you, Dale. I'm learning by watching you, man. I appreciate the education by role modeling, so I appreciate that. You guys are gonna see a black screen for 1 second. I gotta send a text. Take 2 seconds. There, that is. Now we are 3 minutes away from John Zamoyda to talk with John about about if he saw the body cam footage or not. That's all I want to know, John. Did you see the body cam footage? Because I see a gun being planted. And then if we take off the watermark and we take the blur off the gun, everybody's going to be able to see it. Especially when you take that watermark off. All we have to do is remove the watermark, and everybody will be able to see the gun being planted. And that's all I'm asking. Let's remove the watermark. Let's see everything in all of its clearness. Let's see everything and all of the let's make sure 2 minutes away from John Zamoyda interview here. John said he would meet with us, so we're gonna go meet with him. We are so close. I just want to make sure I follow all the speed limits. I'm excited. I want to get there. Old Glory flying. Old Glory flying. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Old Glory's flying on the buildings, folks. So, I understand a lot of people are angry at the country, but it's not the country. It's the people in government. It's not, there is some horrible things in the Constitution, but the Bill of, are you going to go? Are you going to go? I mean, come on, lady. It's so annoying when people do that. It's so annoying. People sit there and look at you at a stop sign to make sure you come to a full stop. They've already been sitting there for a minute. And then they look at you to make sure you're not going to go through it. But that's why and it's just annoying. 2 minutes away. It looks like we're just about 180 seconds away from John Zamoyda. Let's see if John has seen all the body cam footage. Let's see if John's seen all that body cam footage. That's what I want to know. We're a quarter mile away. I just want to know if he's seen all the body cam footage. That's all I want to know, John. Did you see it? Because we want it unredacted by Thursday, and if we don't get it, then I'm suing. That's how it's going to go. Less than 1 minute before we're parking. Here we go. Pulling up, John. I'm parking right now, buddy. Can't park here. That's police officer parking only. I'm gonna go down right here. Let's see. There's the pig shack right there. Okay, so we can't park at that pig shack. Okay, let's go right back over here and let's park over here. Oh, I think I can park right there. I think I can park right there. So let's park right there. Let's park right there. Okay, we're here. I'm gonna park right here. I'm just gonna park right here. Okay, let's see what Zamoyda's gonna offer here. Let's see if he's gonna tell us if he's seen that body cam footage or not. Do I have any flyers left I can drop off here? I think that I do. I think that I do. Okay, John. Okay, Mr. Zamoyda. I'm gonna park right here. I'm gonna bring in these flyers that I have left of the murderous pigs. Let's go in there and have a conversation with them and see if Zamoyda has seen the body cam footage of the murder that took place. Let's see if he's seen the body cam footage of the murder. Work line's back. He had to go do some work emails. This is my job. This is what I do. And I don't stop. Under any circumstances, under any conditions, I will not stop. I will not be detoured. I will not be negotiated with. I simply will not. I simply will not put up with it. Door's locked. Okay, let's go see what we got here. Is there off now. Okay. Let's see if Mr. Zamoida is gonna have that conversation. He said that he would. He said that he'd have a conversation today. So, not true. Hello. I guess they've been instructed not to let me in. That's okay. Up on my head here. So we are back here at Struthers Police Department. We're going to give John a chance to answer the question of whether or not he's seen the body cam footage where James Sheets was murdered, or whether or not he has not seen that body cam footage. So that's a fair thing to ask, I think. Hello?
How are you?
Do I need to go through here?
Yeah, anything in your pocket you put in here for me?
Yeah. I'm not for anarchy, I'm for law and order, so I wouldn't do anything wrong in here. I wouldn't break the law. It's not how I roll. You want to wand me? I have a belt buckle on. Okay. But I'm not here to hurt anybody. I'm here just to cover a story. Okay. Got my phone here.
Step back.
Sure, whatever you need.
You said a belt, right?
Yep. There's nothing in my knees, dude.
Oh, a belt.
I go to courthouses all over the country.
Hey, turn that one.
I wouldn't do anything illegal, dude.
Only other thing you can do if you look up your,
Sure, you want to look under my shirt? You're welcome to take a look.
turn that one. Okay, sounds good.
Whatever you need, bro. Whatever you need.
How can I help you?
I'm here. I have an appointment with John Zamoda.
Okay, if you want, just have a seat. I will go get him.
Okie dokie. Thank you.
You're welcome, sir.
The Cradle of Blue Steel, huh? The Cradle of Blue Steel? Is that what that is? The Cradle of Blue Steel. Is that what does the Cradle of Blue Steel mean? Can anybody tell me what that means? I'm a little bit confused. What does the Cradle of Blue Steel mean? Thanks for joining, Garrett. Appreciate you joining the thank you. Appreciate you joining. Thank you. You guys can join. Did you get one of these yet, sir? I'm just handing out these flyers just so you know that those two cops are murderers. We caught them planting a gun. It's on camera, and that's why I'm here today, to let John know that I'll be suing on Thursday if we don't get all. Just so you know, I'm sure you're not a murderer, but those two guys are. So I just want everybody to know that, so that we can get total transparency here. You know, and eventually they're gonna get charged with murder. It's gonna come out. You'll see. Hey, John. Good to see you, sir. Good to see you. Want to talk out here or in your office?
Out here.
Out here? Yeah. Okay. You want to sit on this side of me so I can hold the camera out so people can, because, you know, the thing is, John, and you can ask anybody on the live stream here, there's 700 people watching. I have said out loud that you and I talked privately. I didn't divulge, as I said, I won't divulge our private conversation. But during the back and forth on text message, John said that he's a good guy, that he wouldn't cover murder, essentially, and that, you know, he has an opportunity to prove his valor. And so, you know, John, the question that I have for you is, have you seen the unredacted body cam footage?
I saw all of Officer Schneeman's body cam footage.
So did you see the gun being planted?
I did not.
Okay, and how long before we get all of the unredacted body cam footage?
Well, right now, we got your public records request. We do have to clear some of that with BCI to make sure it's okay to release, and it'll be released. If it's something that can be released, it'll be released in a reasonable period of time as is required by state law.
Why would they withhold body cam footage?
I'm not saying they would. I'm just saying.
Why do they? But let me ask you a deeper question. Why is it up to them to release body cam footage when the spirit of the law is more important than the letter of the law? The spirit of the law is that we have body cam footage for transparency, not so that BCI can decide that they're going to withhold body cam footage. So doesn't that go against the spirit of the law, according to your highly educated brain?
When you have an investigation going on, something may not be a public record because of the ongoing investigation. It will then become once a criminal case is completed, for example, somebody comes in, files a charge for domestic violence. That record is not necessarily a public record until the investigation is completed and the criminal case has run its course. Same thing here. There's an ongoing investigation. I cleared with BCI the release of the body cam, of Officer Schneeman's body cam footage to the media, and I will likewise have to clear it with BCI since it's their investigation.
But it's our footage, and you didn't release all the body cam footage. There's 3 spots that are clearly marked, and that's going to be 1422 to 1438, 1538 to 1638, and 1738 to 1838, where it's clearly missing redacted body cam footage. And there's also, I showed the death of James yesterday. He has tasers on both sides of him. We don't see where anybody fired a taser at him. So do you agree that that's not all the body cam footage?
I would agree. I would say that I know that we released all of the body cam footage to the media. If the media edited it for their purposes, I don't know. If they blurred something out because they didn't feel that it was appropriate for the public to see, that's on them. But we released Officer Schneeman's entire body cam footage to the media.
I'm in touch with Mr. Runyon, actually. I've been emailing with him back and forth. So I will ask Mr. Runyon if he did redact that body cam footage. But you do agree that the body cam footage that the public has seen has definitely been redacted. There's missing.
I don't know what the public has seen. What I can tell you is the media may have edited it in some form or fashion. That's really all I can say about it right now.
But you didn't see that we don't get to see the tasers being fired. We don't get to see the second round of blasts that shoot James.
Did you get Youngstown's body cam?
We did, and we actually showed that they covered up. They worked in conjunction with the Struthers police. Every time I released a video last night that is so damning, it's incredible. Every time they got in contact with each other, they'd walk up and say, I'm hot, I'm rolling. And they literally have learned to work around the transparency of body cams.
Well, that's the great thing about the fact that there's an investigation going on. I think all that will come out in the wash once the investigation completes itself. And as I've said to you from day one, if they find anything inappropriate, and if there was as you say, the planting of a gun, if there was any way to try to do something intentional on the part of any of the officers involved, I'll join the march with you to make sure everybody gets prosecuted. But right now, I don't have any evidence of that.
Okay, and then here's the question I have for you. So the guy who was the Youngstown cop, he went around and he took his thumb, and you can see it looks just like this. He did this and he covered his body cam on several occasions when Tommy Schneeman asked him Schneeman, when he asked him to get the camera out of there, he literally covered it with his finger. You can see the pink coloration of his finger as he covered the body cam. Is that within the policy and procedures?
I don't know. That's Youngstown.
What about here in Struthers? Is that within policy and procedures that you cover the body cam footage?
The body cam footage is supposed to be operating at all times when there's interactions with the public. Now, the body cam footages are not, they're not, well, they're as secure as possible on a police officer. Sometimes inadvertently, they get knocked off.
This wasn't inadvertent, though.
I didn't see it.
I released it last night. You should really watch it. So you can see they covered the body cam footage. Schneeman said, I'm hot, or he turned him. He said, go that way. And they literally covered it with a jacket. Is this the spirit of the law?
I can't.
Is that the spirit of the law?
I can't really comment on that. I didn't see the video.
John, you're more educated than me. You have got your Juris Doctorate. You have finished law school. You have passed the bar. You have far more education than I do, sir. I'm asking you as someone who could be a mentor to someone who's learning the law like I am. I'd like to know, is that the spirit of the law for transparency that the cops are able to cover the body cam footage?
I cannot say if that officer intentionally covered his body cam.
But he did.
I don't know. It could have been 100 different things, I guess. I will take a look at it and I can let you know, but I don't know.
It was a murder from Struthers, and the Youngstown cop, you should bring him up on charges for obstruction. He obstructed justice. He was assigned to follow around Schneeman, and he didn't.
Please understand that if if that is in fact a true statement that you just made, if there.
Yes, it is, sir.
Okay, if there are potential charges against an officer for obstruction of justice, that, don't forget the incident did occur in the city of Youngstown, that would be something that he would have to be, the charges would have to be taken up in that jurisdiction. It's not our jurisdiction.
Right, but you are the prosecutor for Struthers, and
Correct.
they covered a murder from Youngstown. You have jurisdiction. Because he covered up the recording of Tommy Schneeman. Tommy Schneeman controlled the entire scene.
Well,
He
and-
controlled everything.
And as I explained to you the last time, if in fact that's a true statement, then it would be a felony, and that would be prosecuted by a completely different prosecutor's office. That would be prosecuted by the county prosecutor's office.
By the county prosecutor? So we have to talk to the county prosecutor and submit the doctored body? He covers it with his finger.
Well, that's where, once BCI completes their investigation, they're going to presumably submit that to the Mahoney County Prosecutor's Office with their findings, and then the prosecutor's office will make a determination. They make the determination at that point in time.
No, he's telling the truth, guys. He's given us the rundown. He's sitting here. He's being a good dude, answering questions that the public wants to know. Give him the benefit of the doubt. Don't judge this man until all the facts are in. So give him a chance. Okay? So now, the other question I have is, you didn't answer it. Is that the spirit of the law that and just for Struthers, you can answer this.
Mm-hmm.
Is the spirit of the law for Struthers that you get body cam footage so that you can cover it? Is that why and Schneeman wears his jacket over his body cam?
If it is shown that an officer shut his body cam footage down, if he covered his body cam footage for any inappropriate reason, then that would be a disciplinary matter that would have to be taken up with the chief of police.
But the chief is complicit. It's his officers, and we know through the history of time, through the police commissions, that they just turned a blind eye. They don't actually go after their own bad cops. And it's clear as day that Tommy Schneeman covered up his body cam, wore his jacket, warned others he was rolling.
What I saw when I saw Officer Schneeman's body cam footage go dark, he had indicated that he was cold. And he zipped up his coat. That's all I'm saying. Again,
We're talking about murder here, bro.
That's what he said on the camera. This would all be flushed
He's
out.
cold? How about the guy who's murdered? Is he cold?
He will all be flushed
His
out.
body's cold.
It'll all be flushed out once BCI conducts their investigation.
So, no, we don't need BCI to look at a camera, and the people seeing the
You're
body
right, we
cam
don't.
doesn't impede their investigation at all. So that's, again, going against the spirit of the law, isn't it? Especially the Sunshine Act and the Ohio State Constitution.
Well, you also can't have, while there's an ongoing investigation out there, you can't have copies of the body cam footage in the hands of people who could potentially doctor or edit the body cam footage.
The only people doctoring it are the cops. The only people doctoring it are the ones who are releasing it. They put the watermark over it that shows the gun slide out. And let me ask you a question.
We did not put a watermark over anything.
Who put the watermark on there?
Again, that's something the media probably did.
The media did that. So you released the body cam to Runyon, to Mr. Runyon.
Yes.
You released it completely unredacted, no watermark, no nothing.
Well, and if I understand Mr. Runyon's issues with the body cam footage, it was more with the audio, not so much with the video.
Well, he turned off the audio on several occasions when they wanted to talk privately. Did you know that?
Well, it was not, there was no unredacted footage from our body cam. If he did that, I don't know why he did it. I'd have to take another look at it.
I'm talking about on the scene.
That's what I'm
The
talking
cop
about. I don't know.
muted his camera when Tommy Schneeman asked
Who
him.
did?
The Youngstown cop who obstructed justice.
Okay, I didn't see that. I didn't see that footage. I didn't see the Youngstown body cam footage. The only body cam footage that I have seen is Officer Schneeman's body cam footage.
You know, I would love to hear from Mr. Runyon. I wish he would, I'm sure he's watching this. I'd love to hear from him to see if you got unredacted. Now, he's saying that did you send that over? So you saw the body cam footage sent to Mr. Runyon? You saw what was sent to him?
Yes.
Okay, so he's saying, Mr. Runyon, that you put the watermark on there and that you redacted.
I didn't say you put the watermark on there. That's not what I said.
But you gave it to him unredacted.
I gave it to him unredacted. Mr. Runyon works for the Tribune or the Vindicator.
He works for the Vindicator?
That's written. That would be a written article. I don't know, to the best of my knowledge, I have not seen any video on any of the Vindicator or the Vindicator's website or anything like that. It was, again, his main complaints were he thought that there was missing audio. I don't know if he mentioned anything about a watermark. If there was a watermark on it, my assumption is you got it from one of the TV stations who put something on there or blurred it out because they didn't want the public to see some things.
Well, you do agree that the question right now is whether there was a gun planted or not, and that watermark covers up the last frame or two where we may be able to actually identify the gun, and we also believe that the gun itself has been blurred. And you're saying that you guys didn't do that,
That's
and that the
correct.
media did that.
I'm assuming, what I'm telling you is with certainty is that we didn't do it.
Okay.
We released it to the media. The media, again, they may have done something just to make it watched so that it could be watched on television.
Okay. So now,
And I would imagine also out of respect for Mr. Sheets' family.
okay, we beat the dead horse. So now let me ask you a question.
Mm-hmm.
On camera, Tommy is clearly looking to someone to go to his car and distracting the guy following him, and he's talking about his water bottle all the time. He even goes as far as to say is, I got to get to that water bottle before BCI finds it. He says it out loud.
Okay.
Wouldn't that be in your jurisdiction? Wouldn't that be your prosecution jurisdiction? What's in the water bottle that he has to find it before BCI gets it?
If there was any possible charges that would come out of this because of the possibility of some sort of, as you put it, a cover-up or murder.
Murder.
That, again, would all be part of the county prosecutor's case in here. They would all be felonies.
It would be a felony.
It would all be felonies. So they would get indicted down in the Mahoney County Court of Common Pleas, and the county prosecutor's office would prosecute that. That's part of the reason why I'm able to have any type of a discussion with you right now is that, and I think there may be a misunderstanding out there by some people, but I wouldn't.
You wouldn't be the
I wouldn't
prosecutor on
prosecute.
this.
I would be conflicted out anyway, even if I did have jurisdiction.
Sorry, 1 second. I'm just.
5 minutes, Woody. I got it.
You got to go in 5 minutes? Okay, well, I got a couple more questions.
Sure. I got 5 minutes.
I'm sorry, I'm
I got
sweating.
a meeting in my private office.
I understand that. You have a meeting. He has a life. He has one child that I know of on his Facebook page. He has his own things going on. So now, what about the statement that Tommy made that he has to get that water bottle before BCI gets it? Is that a damning statement for a cop to make when he's being investigated by another agency?
I guess it depends on why he made the statement. He very easily could have made the statement because BCI is likely going to take possession of the cruisers that were involved in that incident, and he had a water bottle that was in the car, and he wanted to get his water bottle out so that it wasn't taken when BCI took the cruisers. It could be that simple.
But did you? I mean, I really would like you to watch the video we released last night. It's a full hour. I slowed down the footage in several places where the cops were happy and they were fist bumping. They literally were fist bumping that James had been murdered. Did you see that? Did you get a chance to look at that?
No, I did not.
Because, John, the entire integrity of your office is being put in question here. The entire integrity of the prosecutor's office, whether it be this one or others, is in question here. You guys have an opportunity to get in front of this because I'm gonna sue. I am going to sue. If I don't have that body cam footage by Thursday, I don't care. And the people of Struthers will have to pay for a response to that lawsuit. And I'll charge you guys for my time that it takes me to fill out that paperwork. I just want you to be clear with this. I know you only have a couple minutes left. I will file a lawsuit by Thursday. I've never lied to the people. I've always backed my word. Why don't you get the body cam footage released?
And you, as I told you.
You sent it to the press, you said.
Well, the press has a little more of a rights under the public records.
I
law.
am the press. I have 500 videos.
I understand.
I'm an investigative journalist. I made one cop resign.
They're talking, when they say that, they're talking more of the
I'm not the press?
to local media.
Oh, so the local media has more power than I do? Why?
You asked the question. Now, if you feel the need.
I'm the press, release it to me.
If you feel the need to file your lawsuit, we again have a reasonable period of time to get you the information that you requested.
It's been 10 days.
If you feel that it is an unreasonable period of time, you have the right to do whatever it is you feel you have to do. I cannot stop that, nor would I even try to.
Is Joe Rogan the press?
No,
He's not the member of the press?
no.
Does he have a bigger platform than CNN, Fox, OWN, and every other news agency combined? Does he have a bigger platform?
Probably.
Yes.
I mean, especially CNN.
So
They don't really have much
So
right
do
now.
you believe then, with 1,000 people here watching, that maybe we have a bigger press outreach to the local area than the local press? We are the press. We are the media.
Well, I would venture, no offense to you, but I would.
I'm offended,
I would have.
as you can see.
I would venture to guess that more people are going to watch the local news channels than have watched your videos locally.
No. Everywhere I went yesterday, 1 out of 2 people had seen my videos. And you're telling me now
Well,
that you won't give me you gave the.
I didn't say I'm not giving it to you. I said we're processing your request. That's all I
But
said.
you said-
You also made a public records request that included more than just video.
Yes.
We are going through your public records request, and we are going to respond when within a reasonable period of time.
But
You have my word.
You said that you gave the unredacted body cam footage to the press. I have openly said I'm an investigative journalist. I have over 500 videos. Why won't you I am the press. Why won't you give me the unredacted body cam footage if you gave it to the press and they redacted it? Let's prove that you're telling the truth. You have a chance to clear your name right now.
No, and you don't know what you're getting until we respond to your public records.
You gave it to the press.
You have a public records request that includes other items. We are processing your entire public records
I just want the
request.
body cam footage today so I can show the people that you're not lying, that you released it unredacted to the press. I am the press. Is that fair?
Your public records request is being processed.
It's been 10 days. How long does it take?
If you don't get it by Thursday, you're going to do what?
I'm going to sue.
Okay.
100%.
All right.
And
So-
I've never lied to the people ever. I have hundreds of confidential informants. I've never revealed one of them. So I'm just telling you, John,
Okay.
why can't, if you release it to the press, why can't I have it now?
Because you are not what I would consider under the eyes of the law, the local media.
Under the eyes of the law,
Yes.
I'm not press?
I didn't-
Then you
that's
don't
not-
respect the First Amendment.
That's not what I just said. Don't
Okay,
twist my words
okay,
now.
go ahead, John.
I said
Repeat it.
I said local.
I am local
You
press.
were-
I'm right here on the scene. I've traveled here. I'm staying in an Airbnb. The press has come here to cover this. I am the press. The 1,000 people watching are the viewers.
You are not the equivalent right now of 21 or our local television stations, news stations. There's a difference there.
When a cop
I'm not saying that
Okay.
you are not in any way.
I mean,
not the press.
I whip this horse as far as I can. You won't go into it. Okay, fine. So you said that I'm not the press, which is incredible.
Didn't say that, buddy. Didn't say.
What did you say then?
Said
I'm not the
local.
I'm not local media.
Yeah.
I'm here with my camera reporting, but I'm not local media. How do you justify that in your head with the First Amendment?
Because you're not local media. You're
I
not,
am
you
local
don't-
media.
You don't have a local news station. You don't have a local newspaper.
Okay. So when a cop shoots someone, shouldn't they be separated from other cops and take away their phone like they would anybody else who shot somebody?
That would be BCI's procedure on their investigation. I would.
No, Tommy was on the phone the whole time, texting people. He was texting the guy with the camera. He even answered his question out loud. Tommy texted him, and then the cop with the camera from Youngstown answered his question. Shouldn't they separate the cop, take away his phone, and isolate him so we can get the full story? It was a shitty investigation. It was terrible.
Don't know. I didn't see any portion of any body cam footage that I saw where BCI was actually on scene starting their investigation. I didn't see. If it was there, I didn't see it.
So maybe the policies are wrong. Maybe the cops, when they shoot someone, should be separated. Their phone should be taken away. They should be isolated from communicating with other cops so they can't plan a murder. Maybe that should be the policy and procedures? Did you see him?
It would be. I don't think there's anything unreasonable with what you said.
Because he was texting and calling and on his phone, and then he even made a joke that it was his mother. Are we going to get access to those text messages and those phone calls? It's public knowledge.
I don't even. This is the first I'm actually hearing about text messages and phone calls.
Dude, he was on the phone texting and calling a bunch of people. He even said it was his mother, and his mother was mad at him. I want to know if that's true.
I didn't catch that. I didn't catch that in the video, so I don't know. I don't know, and hopefully, again, that's a question that will come out once BCI completes their investigation.
Hey, yo, dude, leave your anti-Semitic shit out of here, dude. I'm Jewish, so don't start bashing Jews. So
Someone say I'm Jewish?
Someone bashed and said something about a Jew, and I won't put up with any kind of racism or anti-Semitism. I'll have nothing to do with it. So please don't hack people by their race or by their creed. Everybody's free. So Now, we believe that a murder was covered up. How long before the body cam footage comes? Give me a date. And when do I get the oaths of office that I requested? When do I get the training and procedures manual that I requested? And I also want to put in a submission for Tommy's cell phone and the Youngstown cell phone as well. I want to know what those two guys were texting to each other. Is that fair?
Well, I can't give you Youngstown.
Okay, then I'll go over to Youngstown myself and I'll apply for that. But what about Tommy Schieneman's text messages? I want to see all of his text messages from that day.
You have, so that is a formal public records request that you are making, and I will add it to your list.
Okay. Okay, John. Anybody else have a question for John? He was good enough to sit here. Give him an opportunity, guys. He said that he saw the body cam footage, but he didn't see any gun being planted. So when we get the unredacted version, then we will take a look at it. I don't want to take up too much of your time, John. Thank you.
Yep.
Thank you. Anything else you want to add to people? Because it's your reputation, man. I'm trying to make sure that
Look,
you've heard what I've said out loud.
No matter what I say, and no matter what I do, and no matter how much I talk to you, my reputation with the people who follow you is not going to be good anyway. So.
No, it will be.
Well,
that's not true. The people are amazingly fair, dude.
Wow.
I'm being honest. The people are amazingly fair.
I want to look at my inbox from my messenger.
I've asked them openly.
I know you have, and I told
don't
you.
be hateful to this man. We
And
don't
I
know
appreciate that.
we don't know the facts. He said he saw the body cam footage. He didn't see a gun being planted. Give him a chance. Give the man a chance. Everybody, you saw me give the lawyer a chance to talk. Give him the chance. We all get a chance to.
How did Columbiana go?
What's that?
What happened down in Columbiana?
In Lisbon?
Yeah.
Those dumb pigs. They charged her with obstruction of justice on video. I gave them the video where she recorded it. The cop says, "I know you didn't do this," and then he arrests her, impounds her car. That's malicious prosecution.
Wait,
right there.
what was she down there for today?
Because she has trial for obstruction of justice.
Okay,
and
so
for,
she didn't just pick an obstruction charge up today. She was already charged.
right before James was murdered, they pulled her over because James had taken her car in the middle of the night. Apparently, allegedly, I'm going to go with allegedly here, but he took her car in the middle of the night, allegedly, changed the plates over, had a chase with the cops. Next morning, she gets in her car to go do the things for the kids, and she gets pulled over, and she says, "Hey, I have no idea what you're talking about." And the cop says to her, the chief down there, the piece of garbage, he says, "I know that you didn't do this." And then he arrests her. He says, "I know you didn't do this."
I would hope that comes out at her trial then. that
He's
he
in
said
big
that.
trouble. I'm going to sue him. That's what I do.
That's the great thing about this country, isn't it?
Yeah.
It is a great country.
You have the right to sue people
Yes,
if
it
they
is.
don't get equal protection under the law and if their Fourth Amendment violation is stripped from them. She was put in a dungeon for 2 days. She has 5 kids at home. It caused her such consternation, and it was a wrongful, malicious prosecution. So, all right, John. John, see there, I applaud you, John. People are saying they applaud you. He's had his chance. Right here, you see that? People are fair, man.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
You ever seen the amount of hate for me?
Look,
Dude, go on
as
DeleteLawZ.
I told you, it's fine. I expect it. It's part of the job. I do the best I can to be the best person I can. So.
The amount of hate coming in for me, bro, is just the same as
Yeah,
you
I
get.
hear you.
People, full PhDs and lawyers sit in a circle and talk bad about me. So
I hear you.
You know, you just so you know, I know.
You probably you get a lot more hate than I probably get. So
I get people make their whole channels based on me. Their whole channel and several channels.
I've actually watched a couple people who have. I'm not going to give their names out on your.
No, but I appreciate that.
Yeah, but I've watched a couple and been contacted by a couple too.
I'm sure.
Haven't been responded to anybody though. So
No, people
that's- I don't
contact
really
me
care.
to say bad things about you, and I'm like, no. Until he proves that he's bad, he gets the benefit of the doubt that he's good, that he's a good man, and he has a family, guys. He took a job in the dark ship, but that doesn't mean he's part of it just yet. He could still change and get out of this occupation of a prosecutor. So just give him some time. Give him a little time. And then last thing, John, so you have added to the public information request that I want to see those cell phone records. I want to see the phone calls. I want to see the text messages for that entire day from Tommy and from any other cops on scene, because I think it was a conspiracy. I think multiple cops were in on this.
I've added it to the list.
They were all very happy. You should watch how they're hiding their celebratory inclinations until they're off camera, and then they are fist bumping and high fiving and so super happy. Just letting you know, when you're going to see, it's disgusting. I released a video last night at midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning, and it's already 5,000 people have seen it. Overnight, 5,000 people. You think that's local media? Think that's local people?
No.
No, you don't. So
I don't.
I'm not local media?
I think most of the people who have watched your video are outside the state of Ohio, probably.
Outside of Ohio. Can you guys just type down in here, anybody's from the local area from
come on.
Ironton?
You got 50,000 people, or how many people watched your video last night?
At least 5,000 so
All right, so you
far.
got 5,000. How many are in here? 1,000? Okay. I mean, again, Ironton's how many hours away?
3 hours.
It's down by Kentucky. It's more than 3 hours.
Oh, it's 6 hours. Ironton's a 6 hour.
So you're 6 hours away. Again, you are you have the First Amendment right to do what you are doing.
Right.
And your public records request is being processed and will be responded to in a reasonable period of time as
How many
required.
shots were fired? Do you know?
According to my count, now I'm just going by what I counted.
Mm-hmm.
I counted about 15, 16.
I counted 14 when I slowed it down to 20%. I counted each one. Boom. I'm a producer from Hollywood.
14?
14 shots is what I counted.
Yeah, and
And then we don't
I-
see the rest, and
you-
then they cut out 15 seconds of video, audio and video, and they cut out a minute later and then another minute later. And they gave that to us as though people wouldn't look at the timestamp.
just make sure to clarify that when you're
The
saying
audio, the press apparently did this. Mr.
Okay.
Runyon did this.
I didn't say I didn't say Mr. Runyon did it. I'm not saying I don't know where you've got the video from. If you got the video
From online. I ripped it directly from offline.
right, and you might have got it from WFMJ, WKBN. I don't know where you got it from, but I'm venturing. My guess would be that you did not get it from the Vindicator or the Tribune. If you did, then I stand corrected. But I don't know where you got it from.
Okay. I've asked you everything, and so I'm looking forward to getting that footage and stuff. I have court in Ironton on Thursday, so I'll be in Ironton, but then
I might come down and see it.
You gonna come?
No, I'm actually in a jury trial here.
You gonna come?
I wish I could. I wish I could.
John, my goal is to get you to quit this bullshit job and come and join us. Come and offer your services over here, and I'll do a fundraiser for you, and I'll get you a yearly salary. That's what I want. I want a good lawyer on our side who will help the people. And tell me what your yearly salary has to be, and we'll raise it. We'll raise it for you.
Well, right now,
This job sucks.
as I said to you the first time that I spoke to you, I'm not necessarily doing this because I want to be the prosecutor. I'm doing this because our city needs an attorney, and right now I have things that are entirely unrelated to the police, the criminal courts. It's more some of the stuff we have going on in the city that my city needs assistance with, and I'm going to continue to help them for right now. Now, the future, no one can predict what the future holds, but right now, I'm just here to try to do what I can to work with the mayor and making sure that we improve our city the best we can.
Okay. Well, I'll let John go. You guys, you heard what he said. He's doing the best he can, is what he said, and he's going to get us that footage, and he's going to get us the text messages. Okay, John.
See ya.
Thank you.
You good? Good luck. Good luck on it. Get it off. Shut it off for a second. See you up here. I'm sure you'll be up. I'll be back with you on Friday. Don't forget, tell time Wednesday. Or come late. What time? Friday?
Wednesday.
No, not this Wednesday.
Next Wednesday.
Next Wednesday. They started at 11 p.m. is when the meeting starts.
And that's right here. Okay, I'll be here. Thanks. Appreciate you, John. I do have a private relationship with John as well, guys, and I do keep some things confidential. I want to be as transparent as I can, at the same time allow people to have a relationship with me that doesn't have to be on the record. Even if he does say anything that is in any way, shape, or form, what he actually just said to me, it's not private. He just said to me, make sure when I come back to the city, the council meeting, make sure that I'm on time here before 7 p.m. That's all he said. So I just want to give total transparency there. Just want to give total transparency. I am sweating. Let me just tie this on real quick, and then I'll make final announcements here. 1 second, guys. Almost done. Sorry about that. So they got 4 days before I file a lawsuit. And as you guys know, I do exactly as I say I'm gonna do every time. And if I don't have that footage by Thursday, then we file a lawsuit. Have a good day, sir. Okay. So if you guys are, make sure you guys go by DeleteLawZ.com and pick up one of those indestructible trifolds, pick up a poster or an ebook, pick up the ebook you read to children. Make sure you guys go by DeleteLawZ.com and support the channel by either buying one of the products or contributing. I do appreciate it, because under any circumstances, no matter what occurs, ever, throughout the rest of this life, we don't stop. We don't stop. Thank you, YouTube turns. We don't stop. We don't stop until we get the justice, the transparency, the truth for the people of this country. We have created a dog shit system where cops can turn on and off their body cameras, where they walk around saying, I'm hot, I'm hot, I'm hot. And then they skirt justice, they skirt transparency. And so for that reason, we don't ever, ever, ever stop. Ever, ever. So please, go by the website, DeleteLawZ, get the indestructible trifold, keep it in your car. Do not talk to police, use the trifold. I've taught several lessons on it. Make sure that you don't talk to cops. Make sure you do not talk to cops, okay? Make sure you guys get that trifold and put it in your car, the indestructible trifold. Use it, defend yourself so that you don't have to talk to cops. They're only trying to arrest you. They're only trying to arrest you. So we sold about 10 trifolds over the weekend. I'm super grateful for the guys who bought them, the guys and girls who bought them. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. We always have to make sure we keep the fight. Always keep it the fight, okay? So make sure that you guys swing by DeleteLawZ if you can and pick up a trifold and keep it in your car, okay? Make sure that you have that in your car. I got a lot of things I gotta do today. I gotta call Zane Kane. Zane Kane is over in Ironton now, and I'm several hours away. So I'm north of there, Zane. So listen, guys, we don't stop. We don't stop. We don't negotiate. We don't back down. We push. We fight. We never, ever stop the fight until the fight is won. The mistake I made last year is I stopped the fight in the middle of the fight. I'll never do that again. I'll never do that again. All right. All right. I hate to leave 800 people, 860 people, but I got to get going. I got to go. I got stuff I got to do. Look at that fever blister on my chin. Just horrible. It's from stress. It's from stress. So, listen, love you guys, man. Thank you so much. Thanks for the super chat, guys. God bless you. I want to make sure that you guys have that trifold in your car. The free one is available for free trifold. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Subscribe right now. 900 people, hit the like button. Take your finger and hit the like button. Just support. If you can't support financially, you can't afford the trifold, get it for free by putting free trifold in there, okay? Thank you very much, Alan. I appreciate your support. I'm going to get the flock out of here. I've got to go. I got so much to do. I got to go. All right. Love you guys. Thank you. I appreciate you. I'll see you guys on the next one. Talk to you soon. Bye, guys.